What are you, deaf? Don't try that Halloween shit with me.
You are now listening to the voice of horror.
Lock your doors, bolt your windows, and turn off the lights. Make sure the kids are safe at home, cause you're headed to the Night Watch Zone.
Welcome to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are on Friday night, ready to hang out with all of you guys that are here in the live chat. Coriander's with me, of course, and we've got JT in the house from Sinister Artworks and the Queen herself, holding Bates Motel down as we speak.
Yeah.
Sarah, what's up, guys? How you guys doing?
Well, hey, I was sharing the post. I thought you were just gonna bring us in. You just brought us all in. Thanks for that.
I
just
know.
like,
I'm sorry.
You're interested. I'm like, but JT's an asshole. He's not even paying attention.
No. It's all good.
It's like you get caught with a pecker in your hands. Like, oh.
Well, here's the reason. Here's the reason I didn't do that though, because like I said to you guys, we had a blast, last week, and hopefully this can be something that we do, fairly regularly. We'll see how that goes. But I mean, nice. And we had a blast doing it, and it seemed as though that folks in the community enjoyed it. So that's part of the whole reason that I'm thinking, hey, let's do this thing. So in other words, I mean, you guys are guests, but if we do this thing on a regular basis, you guys will be right here with us. So yeah. So there we go.
I'm always free for you.
Oh,
that's original.
Nice.
So no copyright. Yeah.
Wow.
Right on the spot,
that
baby.
was nice.
With my Santa.
And I'm getting serenaded too, man. You know.
I know.
Wow. That? This is what I think about that.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug. Real quick in the chat, what's up to all you guys? We got DJ in the chat. What's going on? Saying hello. We got Brandon the Beldums in the house. Good to see you too. Let's see who else. We got Melissa. Good to see you, Melissa. And we got Paula. Good to see you, Paula. Hope you're doing well. And let's see, who else do we have? Ginger Ninja's in the chat. What's up, man? Good to see you. Destination Station. What's up? All right.
Hello.
Saying Demonic with Frank Grillo is one of my favorites. All right. I like him too as an actor. He's really, really cool, man. Let's see who else we got. Ginger Ninja, who's ready to get spooky. There you go, man. There you go. And we've got Perry in the chat. Welcome, welcome. I don't think I've seen you in the chat
Hey.
before. Welcome to the chat. I
Hell
hope
yeah.
you enjoy our conversation. All right. So, guys, we wanted to talk about a certain subgenre of film, and there is a little bit of crossover. You know, when you talk about paranormal horror, there is a little bit of a blurred line and crossover as far as thinking of things that are kind of supernatural. So I just want to throw that out there, you know, right at the beginning, especially for you guys in the audience. But for this subgenre, first of all, I just wanted to get an idea on what you think of it in general, and you know, any particular connection that you have. And Sarah, I'll start with you, and then we'll go around to JT, and then to Coriander, and then to me. But what and I know we've talked about it, but just so for the audience they can get a sense of your viewpoints on paranormal horror.
Yeah, so when I think like paranormal horror, I pretty much go ghosts, spirits, otherworldly things. I tend
Yep.
not to go too much into like what could be considered sci-fi, so like an alien situation, or
Right.
the other direction, like a zombie situation. It's really like an
Mhm.
entity. And I'm very hit or miss on them. There's some that I really like, and there's
Mhm.
some that aren't so much for me. But I'm like specifically excited for this one tonight, because even with just like a 5 to 10 year age gap, we're probably looking at completely different like franchises. So I'm like excited to see what the picks are.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we will be doing 3 picks a piece from us on the panel, and we might do some more stuff with it. So for you guys in the chat, definitely give us some of your favorite paranormal horror films. You can rank them if you'd like, or what have you, and we'll have a discussion about it as well. JT, how about you? What's your connection with paranormal horror, or what was your introduction to it?
Well, night when I was a kid back in 1996. No, I'm not going that route. You know, it's a hit or miss for me. And that's the thing. You got paranormal and you got supernatural. To me, they kind of actually are the same thing. But I know what you're saying. But paranormal, you know, the thing is about that. Everybody says, well, you know, usually paranormal is a slow burn, and I think that's the one genre that should be a slow burn, because you have to establish, okay,
Yeah.
you know, where how the family gets where, you know, whatever it is, how they get possessed, and then boom, you know, so it has to have that slow burn.
Yeah.
You know, it's going to be I already have my 3 picks. It's very, very easy. So yeah, I don't get into it a lot, but I do give it a chance. But some do surprise me. And I'm not talking about the old classics. I'm talking about like the newer stuff. So yeah. It's going to be interesting, because I don't really talk about paranormal. So yeah, I can't wait for this.
And that, you know, and you said it right there, because I think that, and it's the same thing here, you know, for us, you know, we don't get a chance to talk about paranormal horror as much, you know. I think for us, you know, a lot of times it's going to fall into some of the other subgenres, especially slasher.
Yeah.
You know, there's no doubt that slasher is a lot of what we talk about in our favorite subgenre. But I will say paranormal is very interesting. Coriander, how about you? What's your connection to paranormal horror, and you know, any type of intro that you had to it or whatever?
Well, for me, I mean, I've actually, you know, I am gonna go like JT. I'm not gonna go that route. But when I was a kid, you know, I did have like more than one encounter with a paranormal, you know, so of a few sorts. So I mean, and that just, it's always, you know, you've got movies that they're just so good. And, you know, I just think that sometimes what you can't see is scarier than what you can. So
Good point.
yeah, I've always enjoyed, you know, a good ghost movie here and there, ghost story, you know, whatever. So yeah.
Well said. Well said. You know, I think for me, you actually, the way you ended that is definitely how I feel. Because when I was a kid, these were the types of movies that really scared me. You know what I mean? if it was a ghost story, if it was a haunted house, if it was someone that was being, possessed or anything like that, like those movies really made a mark for me, especially as a young horror fan. And JT said it well, also is that, nowadays it's kind of like, you're kind of picking and choosing. There are some that are good. There are some that definitely missed the boat for me personally. But if it's done well, it really can be a really cool movie, a really good movie that can also stand the test of time. But that's the key. How well is it executed? That to me is always the big thing. You've got to be invested in whatever they're doing. If it's a haunted house, if it's a ghost, if it's some type of possession or anything like that, you've got to really be invested. And like you said, JT, it's usually a slower paced film because you got to build up the characters, you got to build up the setting, you got to build up the story or the mythology of what's going on. So it's a lot you got to do in maybe 90 to 100 minutes or so in a movie. So
it's one thing you can't rush.
I
Because
have a feeling some of the movies we're going to be talking about do it well.
Oh yeah,
You can't.
Yeah,
You can't rush it at all, no doubt.
Yeah, you can't, because if you do, you're like, okay, that's okay. You're just trying to get the scares now. I think that's what's about good paranormals is you expect the scare, but it's not there. But you watch those, it's like, oh, I'm trying to scare you. You just lost it. You got that tension. You got to hook me, and then have something jump up. I'm like, oh, the oh shit moment. Like, oh,
yeah,
that's a good paranormal movie. Not like, oh, I'm in the shower and you have shrinkage. That's that's scary.
Oh wow, that's too bad.
Yeah. That's the only experience I have when something whispers in your ear. It's like, you got shrinkage, and it's not even a ghost. It's my wife, and you're kind of used to that. So,
oh no,
wow, man,
let's just ignore everything I just said.
We're going down that rabbit hole.
Moving on.
Perry's got some interesting choices here. Pet Cemetery, Suitable Flesh, Amityville, Child's Play. Some good choices there. Ouija was a good one. Yeah. Okay. Very cool. Look at Brandon. Brandon coming in with Oculus and Sinister. All right.
There you go.
Very cool. Love it. And we got, Katie's in the chat. All right. Good to see you, Katie. All right. Wow. Very cool. And we also have Isaac in the chat, one of our newest channel members. What's going on, Isaac? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well, and hope you enjoy this little discussion we have on some paranormal horror, something a little bit different tonight. Ginger Ninja saying Poltergeist was probably my first intro to the paranormal, but one that I have seen recently that adds that's
very cool.
An older one, The Changeling. Yes. Yep. Love it. Matter of fact, I think we talked about that once, Ginger Ninja, because The Changeling is definitely one that we enjoy, and it's very underrated. Very underrated. And a lot of people don't know about it, but George C. Scott was amazing in that film. Yes. Yep. Val saying The Conjuring universe is my favorite. There you go.
Yeah, those are good.
We're talking. Yeah, we are. Very, very cool. Okay, so let's do this, guys. What I wanted to do is for each of us on the panel, we've got 3 picks that we made for paranormal horror, what we think of as paranormal horror. And I figured we'd give our 3 picks, starting with number 3 and on up to 1, and just see what we got, see what we chose, see what might be similar or might be absolutely different. You never know. You never ever know. So, Sarah, I'll have you start off. We're just gonna go right around. Have you start off, and then JT, and then Coriander, and then I will come in last. So, no pressure. What's your number 3 paranormal movie?
My number 3 is pretty recent, actually. It's the last horror movie that came out that I gave like a 10 out of 10, and that's The Black Phone.
Ooh,
nice.
That's a good one.
I love that movie, and I would call it paranormal. We got, the daughter's got the shine. We're seeing ghosts. I love it.
Very cool. You saw it in the theater?
I saw it a couple times in the theater, and I own it. That's how much I like it.
Wow.
Very cool.
Very,
it's a
very
great
cool.
movie.
Yeah. Ethan
it
Hawke
really
crushed
is.
it in this film.
Yes, he
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 did.
did.
I don't know how I feel about them doing a sequel. I don't think it needs one. That's a
Yeah,
conversation for another day, but
Agreed.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
no. You can
Okay.
definitely you can weigh in on it because I agree. As soon as I heard that, I was thinking, oh, I don't know if they should do that. You know what
So
I
is it?
mean?
I guess it's a prequel when he started. What's it called? Black Phone Off the Hook.
I mean, that's the only way they could do a sequel. It would be a prequel.
Dude.
I don't know. I would assume they would do a prequel, but see the thing about prequels, and for you guys in the chat, that's exactly why I wanted to have this discussion tonight, is to see what you guys think. Let us know what you think about this as well, because to me, once you go into prequel mode, right, you really can run into a lot of obstacles. Now, there are some great prequels. As a matter of
Yeah.
fact, there was a great one that just came out to a very long-standing franchise, and I can't believe that it worked, but it did, especially when it takes place in between the first movie and the second. That being said, a lot of times prequels can be really difficult. So I'm nervous for them to
Yeah.
do a prequel Black Phone movie. I really am, and I don't know how that's gonna really even work. What do you think about that, JT?
Yeah. I think when you do a prequel, it's almost like, okay, money grab now, because it really doesn't need one. The first one was
Yeah.
so good. And that's why I always say, if you know the direction of your films are going, start with a prequel anyway. And that's why I always, with these studios, if you're going to remake a franchise, let's start with a prequel, then let's take that journey, because you know where we're going to go. But if we don't have a prequel, let's start with a prequel, then remake the first one, then remake this. Let's go with that journey together. So yeah, I don't know. I got to see a trailer, and still, that one might be. I'll wait till streaming. I just don't know about that one.
Yeah, agreed. Absolutely agreed. I mean, again, it was a great movie, so hopefully, hopefully it's good, man. Also in the chat, just to say hey to you guys that are just coming in. Scott, good to see you. And we got Brian, we got Wayne. Thanks for dropping in. And we've got a channel member anniversary. And look at this, guys. This is absolutely bonkers. We got Val with a 19-month.
Nice.
That's 19 months, bro. Channel member anniversary. Thank you, sir.
You are welcome, sir.
Seriously, Val, we love you too. Saying love y'all to the moon back. We love you too, and thank you so much for all that you do, not only here on the Night Watch Zone, but in the community. She's all over the place, man. She's just like rocking and rolling. You too, Sarah. I mean, you guys, I don't even know how you guys do it, but we really appreciate all the support,
Definitely.
all the friendship and everything. So congratulations. Let's do this one for you, Val. Don't you know?
Don't you know that this feeling is only yours and mine? Don't you know that this love would last for all time?
There it is, man.
Hell
there
is
it
that?
is.
Exactly.
Well, it's just like I thought he was like
Exactly.
throw the kid in the water. It's like, just like Family Voorhees did Jason. No.
No, but seriously, Val, we love you. Thank you so much. Seriously. Awesome stuff.
Yeah.
And let's see. Hey, well, look at this.
Yeah, this one's so average. Hey,
look who's here. Thank you. Hey, but seriously, man, no, we appreciate it. And for a lot of you guys that have been around for a long time, we had a point when we didn't have access to memberships. So definitely we appreciate it. And we know that those would have been a little bit longer. But hey, 7 months is a long time, bro. Seriously.
It is. But you think, how do you follow "Love You to the Moon and Back"? I could say "Love You to the Car and Back," but it just don't have that same power.
Right.
So it's like, hey, 7 months.
Hey, thank you. Oh.
That's so great.
We still love you, man. You're all right. You seriously are.
Right.
So look, Val was singing in the chat, but no, seriously, thank you so much too, JT. And so glad that you can be hanging out with us, and we're going to get back together, hanging out during the daytime with our good friend Steven. So that's going to be a lot of fun too. It's just good community stuff. Seriously. All right.
Yep.
So Sarah has given us her number 3, which was the black phone. What about you, JT? What do you have at your number 3?
Well, actually, mine's quick. You know, it's Nightmare 7, 2, and 3. Boom, next, done.
What?
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I figure you put like a twist, like you can't use your favorite franchise. I'm like, well, I'm screwed.
I
I'm
thought
screwed.
about that, but then I was like, no, I just want to see what people are going to say.
Exactly.
No, I'm not going to go Nightmare, which I could because it's easily, you know, I could because it is my favorite. So my number 3, this one took me completely off guard. And it's a Netflix movie. It's The Pope's Exorcist with Russell Crowe. If you haven't seen it,
okay,
it's a great movie. You know, he crushes it in. It has a slow burn, not too slow. Has a little comedy, but the visual effects is like, it's awesome. It's like that's why this is my number 3. It's if you haven't seen it,
I haven't.
Yeah, watch
I
it. And they're gonna make a franchise of it. They're going to be doing a second one because it's off. You know, it's a true story basically, and it's about.
Oh, I like true stories too. So
I saw it in theaters.
Yeah,
you did.
He
did
wrote
you like
books
it?
about it. So yeah, watch it.
Okay.
That's all I can say. It's like it's really really good.
Wow. Okay.
How'd
I've
you
heard
like it,
some good
Sarah?
things about it.
It was all right. It kind of was what I was expecting. I don't tend to those genres, the like more like religious horror. My friend and I were the only 2 people in the theater to see it, so I don't know if that
private
is an
screening,
indicator of
nice.
how it was generally received. But like it gets a lot of flack for being really bad, but I didn't think it was that bad, honestly. Like Russell Crowe is great in it. I will give him that. It was good. I'll definitely see the sequels.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Very, very
Let's
cool.
check it
Okay.
out. Yeah.
I've heard good things about it, and I've heard like middle of the road. So
Yeah, there's a big mix of it, but yeah, it's like especially when you get to the part when he gets to the kid and he uses his amulet and you see the kid's eyes and then you see the demon's eyes roll to the side. It's like what?
I will give it that. Like there was some like really cool and honestly, like the first, I would say like 60% of it is really good. I think most people are kind of similar to me. The end goes a little off the rails, but like
it does.
I totally see why like you like it. Like I'm not saying it's bad at all. It's just I don't tend towards those kind of movies.
But yeah, it's
all
like
right.
so.
Very, very
So
cool.
that's why it's my number 3. So yeah, the Pope.
Nice.
It took me completely off guard. I'm like, you know, that was a pretty good movie. So
All right.
Russell
Cool.
Crowe.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, I like Russell Crowe. All right. So
Right?
Coriander, how about you?
I have It Follows. Yeah. Yeah, you know, I thought that was an interesting movie. You know, I don't know if you all must have seen it, I'm sure.
Yeah, I have, of course.
So yeah. So I mean, I don't know.
Bits and pieces of it, honestly. My wife was watching it. Like I said,
Yeah.
Paranormal has to like hook me within 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, it has to hook me. It's like, okay, you know.
Yeah.
My wife
understand
enjoyed
that.
it. And, you know, she watches more horror than honestly I do. But yeah, she really liked it.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's cool.
I didn't
She
mind
watches
it.
more horror than you?
Yeah, believe it or not, and she watches more paranormal too. She likes the goose, the ghosts, the spooks, the demons, Jesus Christ, hallelujah, and all that. I'm more of the let's kill people real quick.
Right.
Nice.
What's up, Jerry?
And what's up to Jerry? What's going on?
Hey, Jerry.
All right. Now, Coriander, let me also ask you about It Follows. So it's your number 3. What was there anything in particular about it that really stood out for you? Because to me, anyways, putting these on the list, because I know you really do like paranormal. So to even make your list, when you told me that, I was like, wow, she's putting that at number 3. Was there anything about it that really, you know, that you really enjoyed to put it in a top 3?
Well, I liked how you never know what form they're gonna take or who it's gonna be, you know, and that's what's, you know, it could be anybody, you know, and so yeah, and you know, I don't know, it was an interesting concept, and it was different, you know, and I didn't mind it. So yeah.
Okay. All right. Very, very cool. Like I said, that truly surprised me when you said it. I was like, all right, good for you,
Well,
man.
I don't
You
want to
know?
pick the same old, you
Yeah.
know, stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, no, I get that too. Because part of me, like for my list, so I'll tell you guys my number three. My list, I tried to have a little bit of variety because I mean we have talked about paranormal stuff,
Hmm.
obviously.
mhm.
Also, I wanted to give a breath of fresh air a little bit too. And my third pick is actually the newest film on my list. And when I saw it, it was like a breath of fresh air. I really enjoyed it. It had some different angles to it. And when we saw it in the theater, it was kind of like, wow. I just remember like when we left, it was a great experience and so forth. And so my number three is Talk to Me.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that it
And
was really I think had a lot of fresh aspects to it. I think there was some really intense moments to it. I didn't know exactly how it was going to end. I was invested throughout the mystery of it and so forth. It was enjoyable, man. And
yeah.
kind of like what you said, Sarah, because they said that they're going to be doing a sequel. And from what I understand, I think it is going to be a prequel of sorts.
Hmm.
The only thing that's good about this is that they kind of set that up in the beginning of the movie without giving away spoilers. In the
Oh,
beginning of the movie, obviously there were some things that happened, with some other people. So that's what I've heard. I don't know if that's
yeah.
going to be for
I
sure.
haven't
So
seen it yet. Yeah.
I thought it was pretty good. Have you seen it,
Yeah.
Sarah?
I did. I saw it in theaters.
Hmm.
It was okay. It like
Hmm.
I can give it its like credit. Like it was very well done. It definitely
Hmm.
was like a new, fresh idea. I
Hmm.
just I didn't maybe it suffered from being overhyped because everybody
It
was like
was.
raving about it. And I saw it like maybe a week after it was released. So it had
Hmm.
really been like hyped up to high heaven. And when I
Yes.
went, I was just like, it's a good movie, but like
Hmm.
I didn't get the hype. But I will
Yeah.
say,
Mm.
without spoiling it, I am excited for the prequel because the first like 3 minutes were my favorite part of that entire movie. Because there was definitely like a tone
Yeah.
change after that
Yes.
initial opening. And that's when I
Yes.
kind of fell off. I was like, I like the other people better.
Hmm.
So I'm
Hmm.
excited for the prequel.
Yeah, yeah. I think it could work because it was set up in this, you know what I mean? And I guess that was kind of a little bit of the game plan of the directors.
Hmm.
So is in other words, it sounds like it's something that they had already thought about as a possibility rather than when you have a movie come out and then, it has success and then the studio's like, "Oh, we want to do another one," and they're stuck
Yeah.
because their story put them in a corner and then they're like, "Oh, well, let's just tell a story that happened before the movie." You know what I mean? Sounds
Yeah.
like with this one, it's a little bit more thought out, which hopefully gives it a better chance for success. Yeah. So we'll see, though. We will see. Okay. So that was my number three. And actually, I'm going to keep these, I'm keeping track of all of this. So, all right. So, Sarah, we're up to you next. What's your number two?
My number two is probably very telling of the age I am and growing up in like the late 90s, early 2000s. My second place is 13 Ghosts.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice.
That's a good one.
I
Yep.
love that movie. I know it's cheesy and there's problems, but it's so much fun. I always go back to it. I love Matthew Lillard. It
Yeah.
has like a really solid cast and like the ghosts are cool.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a good
Every time
one.
it's on, I'll watch it. Yeah.
It's just
Yes.
fun.
Yep. Yep. Was it a remake? I
Yeah.
can't remember. It was. Yep. Yep.
Really? Hmm.
Yeah, I can't remember when the first one. I'm trying to think.
It's older. I've never actually seen the original. I just knew that this was like a reimagining of it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I remember. I remember hearing that there was an original, but I couldn't remember what it was from. Man, yeah, I can't
Mm.
remember, but no, it's a good movie. I enjoyed it. It definitely had some cool visuals when I first saw it. I didn't see it in the theaters, but I saw it at home. But when I first saw it, I was like, man, this was pretty good. And yeah, Matthew Lillard was great in it. You know, he was
Mhm.
really, really good in it. So what more can you ask for? Cool. Very, very cool. How about you, JT? What do you have for your
Okay,
number two?
so when I come up to the list, I'm trying to think. I'm not going to do the big ones like Shining and all, because we know without a shadow of a doubt. So I'm like, okay, my second one is one that when it came out, I kept an eye on the director, and when it came out, and then the other film he did, I'm like, this dude has to do a Nightmare on Elm Street, and that's Insidious, because it gave me the Friday Nightmare on Elm Street 2 vibes so much, because especially when he starts seeing like the red demon, that got me to think of Nightmare on Elm Street 2, like Jesse, is this real? Is it Freddy? And I was like, and it was just, I liked how it was shot. I like how, it was just, it took you to another place. That's one of those horror paranormal films that, that changed things a little bit. And he did the same thing with The Conjuring. He came back 3 years later and did it with The Conjuring. So I always enjoyed Insidious. Insidious is the first one's one of my favorites, same as the first Conjuring. So yeah, number 2 for me, Insidious. Trying to give these new ones some some room to shine, because we always go back to the old greats.
Yeah, it's true. No, I agree. And there's definitely been some good ones within the last, 15, 20 years that does need more shine. And I think as time goes on, it'll keep getting there. I think it'll keep getting there. So, but Insidious, yeah, it's first time I saw that, man, I was just like, this guy James Wan, obviously had done Saw and other stuff, but I was just like, this guy, he's good, man. And it seemed like that was like a new era of horror, because it seemed like horror started to get a lot more respect outside of the horror fans and the horror community. And you also started to see a lot more, experienced, popular actors that were doing horror, and I think that was cool too. And now it's kind of a norm to see someone like, a Vera Farmiga or Barbara Hershey or Patrick Wilson or Justin Long in these horror movies, and it's like now they're kind of just part of horror too. And there's no disrespect to it, kind of like it was, in the 80s or even in the 90s. If you were in a
big
horror
actors,
movie,
it's like, no, I'm not doing a horror movie. That is not
right.
art. That is not
exactly.
art.
Right.
Okay.
It's true, man. It's very true. I think there's a lot more respect there now. You know what I mean? So yeah.
There's money in it.
It's like, just, man, it's ton of money.
The conventions. Oh,
hell yeah.
Yeah.
It's true, man. Absolutely true.
Prime example, Walking Dead. They made a killing when it came out, and whoo, like Norman Reedus, I think was getting like 500,000.
Oh yeah.
Every convention's like easy. Yeah, it's like, dude, why didn't they tell me about this in school? I'm like, I'll do that.
Right. There you
I'll
go.
get killed. And like, you just do convention, you're golden. It used to be like you're on a song or you're an action figure. No, it's just you're in a convention, you're solid. Never have to work again.
It's true, man. It really is. And I think that's a good thing too. And I think that's one thing about horror that is also very cool, is that, with these conventions, the community and the fans are able to still, help to support and to appreciate these actors, especially the old school actors, the ones from the 80s and the 90s. I think it's so cool. And being that we've had the privilege to go to conventions and even talk to some of these actors, they can't believe it. Most of them just can't even believe that many people would travel to a convention and stand in line sometimes for hours just to have 45 seconds of dialogue with them, and still you buying autographs or posters or whatever. And so many of them, they really appreciate it, which I think is so cool. It really is. Yeah, no doubt. Real quick too, in the chat, we got Dwight in the chat. What's up? Saying The Dark and the Wicked was good. Yes. I watched it because of your channel. Hey, that's awesome. All right, very cool. Yeah, we enjoyed that one. Have you guys seen The Dark and the Wicked?
No, I don't think so.
No, I've never heard of it.
Yeah.
Oh, check it out.
I will.
Yes. It's a good one. Coriander, you remember that one, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
It was really
Next.
good. It was really good. I know, right? Like, gosh. Anyways, no, but it was really good. If you ever get a chance to check it out, check it out. It was very, very good. And what's up? Russell's in the chat. Good to see you too, man. Hope
Hey.
you're doing well. Very cool. Brandon is doing the homework in the chat. The original 13 Ghosts came out in 1960. William Castle. Yes, man. I didn't know it was all the way back in 60. Wow. That's crazy. Thanks a lot for that, man. We appreciate you letting us know. Seriously. And let's see, who else do we have in here? Now, Wayne is saying Insidious, created by fellow Australian Lee Winnell, co-creator of Saw. That's right. Absolutely. Lee Winnell is so cool, man. He's very talented as well. He really is. And let's see, we got Gina in the chat. What's going on, Gina? Good to see you.
Hey, Gina.
You doing well?
Hey, Gina.
All right. Very cool. Very cool.
And
let's
Ziggy.
see. Now, and Ziggy, that's right. Very, very cool. Val is saying her number 2 pick would be Smile. All right.
Nice.
I like it. I like it. We enjoy Smile as well. Yes. And we, jeez, we got JT. JT coming in, gifting 5 memberships to you guys. Thank you so much, man. We appreciate you. I was about to say, hey, we got, he did it. He's the one. Thank you so much, man. We really appreciate that. Let's see who got gifted a membership. We got Fluff, who's back in the fold.
Nice.
We've got SSH, who was with us the other night. Hey, what's going on? Derek Hoover. Milion is back in the fold. And we also got the Drusif has a gifted membership from our own JT. So definitely, if you guys get a chance, shout out to JT, give him some thanks, because that was very generous of you, man. We appreciate that. Thank you so much.
And turn on your auto renew.
Thank you. Because that's something that some people don't know about. And it's too bad that YouTube doesn't help to kind of
you think it'd be like
people about it.
They would ask, it's like, hey, like when you get a gift and membership, do you want to turn the renew on? A lot of people don't. Like, nope. I had DJ. He's in the chat. He's going to be a member to the Sport Force, and he didn't know how to do it. It's like, that's what, YouTube really knows. Like, hey, this is how you do it. This is how you blah, like an instruction video, of somebody,
They
maybe
make
one
it
day.
hard. Like, you have to go into your settings. You have to turn on allow gifts. You have to like catch the pop up. And I'm like, why do you make it so hard?
That when they click on join, it should be right there. Turn on gift. It's like, just click on. It's like, what's this? And they'll tell you. It'd be all right there. No, you got to go and feel like Steve Jobs and decode. And,
and it's like different on Android, Apple, and desktop.
Yeah.
So I've tried to walk people through it before, and I'm like, this is between you and the Lord now. It's in your settings somewhere.
This is between you and the Lord. That's good. That's great, Sarah. I gotta be a super chat clip. Thank you. That was good. All right, so where are we at? So Coriander, we're up to your number 2, correct?
Correct.
All right.
All right. So, my number 2, it's over the top. It's got some comedy. It's old school because I love old school. What did you do that look for? What was that look for?
Oh, it's just funny how you're describing it.
Okay. So I chose Evil Dead 2. And I chose the second one because, I prefer it better than the first. So,
a lot of people.
And I just love Ash in this one, and he goes through so much.
Yes,
and
he does.
I mean, the scene with his hand, come on. So, it's a fun movie, and I know some people don't like movies that are, that's so fake, that's so cheesy.
Right.
I'm sorry, but
that's what that franchise is. It's supposed to be cheesy, corny horror,
But it's so fun. It's they're great. So I need to give a little love to this franchise. So Evil Dead 2.
Very, very cool. Yeah, I mean, and what a franchise it's been, man. I've enjoyed that franchise since I was a little kid. It's an
Right?
awesome
Yeah.
franchise. Very, very cool. And what's up, Jason? Jason Rushman's in the chat. What's going on? You're an awesome person too, man. Seriously, thank you for being here. We got Rachel. Rachel's in the chat. What's going on? Good to see you. Hope
Hello.
you're doing well, Rachel.
Hey, girl.
She is hanging out with us, man.
That got weird. It's like, who the hell's this dude? I don't know him.
She does now.
It does now.
Oh, Lord.
That was the pickup line. Epic. Folks.
Wow.
Wow.
All right. So for my number 2, now this was really it was challenging for me because I like a lot of paranormal horror and I've loved this stuff since I was a kid. But kind of like what JT said, and I know you guys were thinking it too. You know, I wanted to come up with some interesting ones that I don't always get a chance to talk about. So this one was a movie that freaked me out when I watched it late at night. And it is, you know, it's a more recent film, not the most recent, but obviously, I enjoyed it. It freaked me out. I've watched it several times, and it doesn't get old to me. I think it's really well done. And anyways, my number 2 on my list for paranormal horror is Hereditary.
Okay. All right.
And
Yeah.
listen, let me just say this. I think most people that have watched this film, I know some people that I know some people that aren't super warm to it. But I think one thing that most people can agree on is that Toni Collette definitely put in a pretty damn interesting performance. I mean, this lady was all over the place as far as her emotions and her spectrum of emotions. And I think it was one of the best horror performances that I've seen by one individual. It was just that good to me. So yeah, so I've got Hereditary. And Coriander,
right.
that's a movie that we watched a couple times. So
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
have you guys seen Hereditary, JT?
Yeah, like 20 minutes and I fell asleep. It wasn't one of those movies I turned on to fall asleep, like I talked about last week. I really tried to watch it. The wife, I was up for a while. The wife turned on. It's like, yeah. And next thing I fell asleep. So she told me about it. That's why I went, okay. I might have to make it a watch party one day, you know, but yeah. That's
For
what's happening.
first timers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that would be a great watch
Yeah.
party.
yeah. So it's
Right?
like, you know, it's like my wife always tells me this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this. That's why I love when she watches horror movies. She's like, hey, you are not going to like this. And she's right.
Yeah.
It's like, because she knows me. Like, you're right. I don't like that at all. But I definitely check it out. You know, she liked it. So
Yeah.
and same thing. I heard 50-50 people liked it, people didn't. And I think you get that with any film. You're going to have 50 people's
You
like, oh,
do.
it sucked. And you have 50
Yeah.
like, oh, it was great. And you have
Yeah.
50 people, which it's over 150. I know that. It's like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I think you said at night I'm not so warm to it. I can
Mhm.
appreciate the acting in it. Like everybody did a great job. It wasn't for me. It wasn't.
Mhm.
I think it was kind of like JT was saying. I kept falling asleep. I kept trying to watch it. It wasn't for me.
Aw.
Mhm. Aw, well, hey,
Aw.
sometimes it happens. I know.
Well, no, she kept falling asleep. I hear because I do the same thing, man.
Oh,
But not on this movie, though.
No. No.
What did you think of this movie? I know that you were doing whatever when I asked before, but what did you think of it?
You just didn't hear me. I did answer you.
Well, no, I heard it.
Oh,
but
she smacked you
you're-
with that. Like,
You're
see,
like way away
typical
from the
man,
microphone.
not listening to me. I just said it. Night.
No, like I said, the first time watching it,
Mhm.
I enjoyed it, you know, especially when that scene happens, and I know y'all know what I'm
Mhm.
talking about, but I don't want to spoil it for
Yeah.
people that haven't seen it because it's a huge spoiler.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's a trippy movie. In the ending, you're
It
like,
is.
what the hell is going on? And yeah, it's I can get why some people are with it and why some people are, you know.
Made me feel weird. I didn't enjoy it.
Did
Aw.
it like in a
shares,
creepy way? like in a creepy
Yeah,
way.
like
Yeah.
it's just one of those movies that just like made me feel uncomfortable the whole
Yes.
time. And
Yes.
when I watch like a horror movie, I either want to have fun or I want to be
Yeah.
scared or I want to
Okay.
like try to solve a puzzle.
Yeah.
And this just made me feel like bad
Yeah.
and dark. And I
Aw.
didn't
Is
like
it like made you feel like Alston, like Ace Ventura, like you had to go in the shower because you felt so filthy and you're crying in that damn
Kinda.
thing?
Yeah,
Kinda?
that's
Oh yeah, that's a movie for me.
That's the kind of vibe that it has, because it's a
Really?
heavy, without giving away any spoilers. And hey, what's going on, Dan? And we've also got a knock at the door. I'm gonna bring that person in real quick. But it's the type of movie it's a heavy subject, and
Okay.
the way that it gets into its story is through something that is, well, that we can all relate to, and it's very heavy. You know what I'm saying? But I do know that's exactly what they were aiming for. But like you said,
Mhm.
Sarah, there's some folks like, and we're all like that ourselves. You know, some folks, they, like you say, you want to feel good when you see a horror movie, or just be scared witless, or maybe see a lot of blood, or some people love special effects, or some people
Mhm.
love, you know, so forth and so forth. So, but it's a heavy movie. It really,
You gotta
really
go
is.
home and cry. It's like, I don't know what the hell.
Bro, when I
What the hell
saw
that
it,
was.
I saw it at night, right? I saw it at night. It was a dark room, and even a third of the way through it, I just felt myself kind of like, oh man, oh, you know, just
Yeah.
you just had that feeling. But for me, and that's just for me, I was digging that because I don't get creeped out or scared by horror
Yeah.
movies anymore. So for me, it's almost like I was almost, you know, it's like, wow, this one's kind of
Well, a lot of movies don't
bit.
hit that nerve. And that
Right.
could actually be a good thing, because if you feel uncomfortable, you know, they're doing something that you don't like experience or
Yes.
never experienced. Like, how am I feeling about? Like, I'm not feeling what's going. So it could be a good thing, bad thing. So yeah, I'm gonna check it out then, because yeah, so yeah, I want to cry in a shower, baby. And he's completely ignoring me. See, I'm used now. See how you
What?
feel, Coriander. See, I'm talking, and he's not even acknowledging me. And next,
It started to time out. I was like, what happened?
Oh no.
want to
Yeah,
cry.
blame it on the Wi-Fi.
It does.
Yeah,
you know it does that. You know it does
I'm
that.
sensitive,
I
damn it.
know.
I might be a tough
sensi-
guy, but I'm sensitive. I got
I'm
a heart,
sensitive too, man. Me too,
and I
man.
care
All
about
right, so
people.
look,
I don't like being ignored.
let me tell you who we won't ignore, and that is our special guest who is here, who wanted to jump on with us, and we really appreciate him being here. So let's bring him on. You guys know him. You guys love him. Our brother, our good friend, Steven from Craving Something Scary.
Hey! Hey guys,
Yeah.
good
How's it
evening,
going?
everyone.
How's it
Good
going?
to see you guys.
It's like, where the hell is
Yeah.
he? I don't even see him yet.
What?
I'm here.
I was like,
don't
I don't
see him?
see him yet. No,
What?
my
not on your
Oh
Wi-Fi.
wow, must be in
No,
the
he's
house.
just a circle.
So
There he
now you're
is.
experiencing some
Hey,
Wi-Fi.
I'll wait
I
a minute.
am.
For you, Andrew.
Wow.
Hey.
How's it
How's
going, buddy?
everybody? Good. How are y'all tonight?
We're
I'm
doing
doing
good,
good.
man.
Just
Yes,
want to show
sorry.
you.
Ooh, I like
Oh
that.
yeah.
Man, you
It
know the way.
looks
You know the
cool.
way to a man's heart.
Wow.
I might
Literally.
send you that. I might send you this too.
Sorry, I'm
Oh,
late
man.
night. I appreciate
That's
the
okay.
invitation, man.
No, that's okay. We were just talking about some of our favorite paranormal horror films, just going around, and yeah, it's been an interesting conversation to say the least. Now, let me just give it to you here, Stephen, because I know that this isn't a subgenre that
Yeah.
is at the top of your list
True.
whatsoever. But I also know that there's a particular movie that you're looking to perhaps check out, which is kind of exciting. So
Yep.
what's your feeling on paranormal horror, or is there any paranormal horror? Because we talked about this earlier. Sometimes the line is a little blurred between paranormal or supernatural, or
Yep.
you know what I'm saying?
True.
So what's your feeling on it as a subgenre, and are there any films that you have seen that interest you, or you might want to talk about the movie you're looking to watch?
Sure. There's a lot I haven't seen, more
Mhm.
that I haven't seen than I have seen. So I will say though, I'm looking forward to seeing The Conjuring, which I've never seen before. I've had
Ah.
so many people tell me like this, like
Mm.
basically saying, "Trust me, watch it," kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
I'm gonna do that very soon. I don't know when, but I'm gonna do it soon. What else? As far as the paranormal, like the biggest thing I don't really like to watch is more religious based horror, like
Right.
demonic possession.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, guys. I'm still fighting this cough.
No problem.
That's the biggest one I don't really enjoy watching as much. I
Mhm.
will say though, like as far as some ghost stories or ghost movies, I
Mhm.
love the kind where the ghosts are good and they're
Mhm.
trying to help people solve their murder, or
Yeah.
I really like those kind.
Have you seen The Frighteners?
Oh
So
yeah.
good. That's so
So
good.
Yeah.
So that would be an example of one, maybe.
Yeah, I like the Frighteners is good. The classic,
Yeah.
it's a classic, man.
Yeah,
It
Michael
is.
J.
Mm.
Fox.
Yeah.
That's
Heck
right.
yeah.
And it gets creepy at times too.
It does. It gets dark.
Yes.
It gets dark. It's like,
It
oh,
does. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a
That's a
fan of
good
that.
one.
Yeah.
My daughter recently, and I mean like in the last couple of weeks, convinced me to watch, and I can't believe when I say this, I can't believe I actually did it. But I watched Ouija, and
Oh, okay.
oh, there it is. And the sequel to the prequel also.
Yes. Very cool,
And
man.
she was like, she saw it at a friend's house sleepover,
Mhm.
and she's like, I really want you to see this. I mean, I'm like, anyway, it took some convincing, but she showed me the prequel first, which I thought was I actually really, really liked the prequel. I can't remember the exact name of it. It was the one that came out.
Origins of Evil.
Yeah, Origin of
Yes,
Evil.
that's
Yep.
the one. I thought that was really, really, really good. And
Mhm.
then I watched the first one, or
yeah.
the original Ouija after that, and it was okay in my book, but I thought that the Origins was much better.
Mhm.
So,
Mhm.
I'm shocked I watched those, but I did. And
I was surprised you watched them too, man.
yeah, I am. I'm still shocked. Like, honestly, it just sounds weird to say it, but
Yeah.
I do like like I say, as long as if it's ghost quote kind of stuff, I don't really mind as much as
Mhm.
when we start getting into religious horror. That's the kind I try to stay away from.
Gotcha, man. And also to Brian, hey man, have a good night. Hope you enjoy it, and we will catch you next time. Very, very cool.
Toodles.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will also say this though.
Let's see.
Oh, go ahead. Uh-oh.
Oh, he's ignoring
Oh,
me.
is he
Get used to it.
frozen?
He
He's
ignored me.
frozen.
and Carrie Andrew.
Frozen.
Yeah.
I got
definitely.
frozen.
He's back.
There we
Mm,
go.
Yeah. All right.
Um,
And what's up to Scott too? Hey man.
Hey, Scott. It's a funny story. Those of you, I know you all on the panel know who Michael is, Carbonite Jedi,
mhm.
a movie bro. My buddy over there.
Mhm.
Well, he cannot stand, horror, as you guys know, and so I have to tell you, this has been a little while now, but it was one of his visits when he came down and to visit me, and we were hanging out. And I'm like, I said, dude, there's a movie I've not seen. I had not seen it. I didn't read anything about it other than hearing Jake talk about it being one of his top 10 or top 5. I realized Killjoy Jake and I, he's a great dude, good friend, but our movie tastes are quite a bit different. I've learned that over time. And we are. And that's okay. It's just,
Yeah.
But I told my buddy Mike, I was like, hey man, I keep being told, as my buddy Jake said, it's a must-watch movie. It's called Hereditary. I said, I've never seen this. I don't know anything about it, honestly.
Oh no, you didn't know? Oh,
I knew nothing about the movie, dude. I was blind. I never even watched the trailer. So we sit down and watched Hereditary. And let me tell you,
I didn't know that.
bro, that was such a messed up movie. I mean, that was beyond messed up. And
Oh,
It messed with Mike for like days after watching it.
oh
It was
man.
like 3
You
days
You guys should
later.
have done that as a watch party.
That
Oh
would have
my
been fun, man.
God.
That would have been better. Yeah, that would have
That
been
would
better.
have been.
'Cause I
Yeah.
remember sitting here like 3 or 4 days later after he went home, and he texted me. He said, "Bro," he said, "I hardly got any sleep. I can't get this movie out of my head." I'm like, "Oh no." And you
Aw.
guys know what happens in that movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The opening event that I never saw coming. You remember the opening event, obviously
Yeah.
the car ride, and it was a shock. Our jaws hit the floor.
Yeah, ours
Yeah.
too, man. When
It's
we
like,
first saw
what?
it, it was like, what?
Mm-hmm.
This can't be, you know. And
Oh,
then
yes,
you know,
it can.
anytime you got, let me put it this way for those, I'm not going to spoil anything. But anytime you got to call a piano repairman to bring out some tuning wires, you know you're in trouble. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Oh, yeah. That was a rough scene at the end. It
Woo.
was. Yeah. Hey,
Yeah,
man.
Anyway, woo. We turn off
Hey,
that
man.
movie feeling horrible. Hey, man,
Right?
horrible.
And
It
hey
was
to
awful.
Jack, too. What's up, Jack?
Hey, Jack. I mean, it was done well, but
You
the
should have
movie.
you should have then put Tuscan. That would have made you feel so much better.
Oh, man.
You know, honestly, in that particular scenario, you're probably right. That would have been actually brought a smile. And, you know, Mac
Well,
was for
at
everybody.
the end, anyways.
Shit.
Not, bro, no, wait a minute. You gotta remember, as we were watching that, the look on your face, bro, and I understand it was some rough stuff in Tusk, man.
There were.
Oh my
mean,
God, you
There were.
guys.
Dude, I liked it when we did a watch party with Michael. I joined your watch party with Evil Dead Rise. Yes, he was like,
Yes.
Oh yeah, and that
Very
was his choice, which I couldn't
yeah,
believe it.
That was his choice.
Yeah.
Oh,
He was like, dude, let's what you call it? That movie, whatever the movie, Evil Dead Rise is out for rent or on Peacock or wherever it was.
yeah.
And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, we should do a watch party. I'm like, are you serious, bro? He said, yeah. Okay.
He cussed me after the
Oh,
stream
God.
because I turned like the echo voice, and I real low. I was like, he's like, F you.
Oh no. Oh my gosh.
That's way too bad.
That was way too bad, dude.
It's like, why did you wait? You should have done that on air. That would have been a clips. That would have been a short. That would have been funny.
Wow.
That's YouTube short gold. Gentleman,
Wow.
that guy.
You gotta
I'll
love
wait
it. You
after
gotta
stream
love it.
behind and really rip your ass. That's a gentleman.
Right. Jeez.
Mm.
Oh man. So look, well, let me ask you this, Stephen. Now you've had a couple that you have seen. Do
Mhm.
you have at least one that you would say is a great one that you'd want to add to our list?
Yeah, I do actually have one. I'll be very surprised if anyone on the panel has seen this movie,
Okay.
because I'd never heard of it. It's called Lavender. And
What, bro?
Lavender. It's called
That-
Lavender. It's on Netflix, I believe.
Wow.
Yeah.
You-
What is-
you
what-
seen
what
it,
is-
Coriander?
No.
Oh,
No, I was just messing with you.
no, I was like, oh wow. Someone saw
Oh, that's my favorite.
Oh, jeez.
it. Like tens and tens of people have seen it.
What
It's
is it
supposed
about?
to be
without-
great. I've not seen it, but to try to like make a list for tonight, I like looked at the top paranormal to make sure I hadn't forgotten anything, and I'm pretty sure like
Yeah.
Lavender is on the list. I'd never
Oh,
heard of it
good.
before.
It's really good, guys. I would totally do a watch party with y'all on Lavender.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I've never seen it, so
I've never seen it.
What is it about without giving away a spoiler to it?
It's definitely a paranormal ghost story.
Does it smell
Um,
good?
Okay.
You know, I was trying
Just
to
tell
come up
me to
with
shut up.
I was trying to come up with a witty joke. I can't even do it.
Well, the name.
I don't know if it smells good, but it looks good. It was a good movie. But no. So yeah, it's basically about. I really can't say much about this movie, bro,
Mm.
because it'll give
Okay.
away too
That's okay.
much.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
That's
it's
fine.
Wow.
Okay,
That's fine.
okay.
All right.
So
Well,
that's
I'll put
one.
it down. Lavender. Okay. Wow. Who would have thought? I was waiting for you to say. I don't know what I was waiting for you to say, but I didn't expect you to say lavender.
Yeah. I know. Trust me.
At first, I thought you were trolling us. I was like, "What are you talking about? This is like some Bath and Body Works type of stuff.
I
What are we
know.
doing here, buddy?"
I know. Seriously, the only reason I ever even watched it was because my sister
Uh-huh.
recommended it to me, and she called me and says you should check this out. And I said,
Wow.
okay. So I watched it like the next day, and I was like, yeah, it's a good one.
Okay. All right. Very
Mhm.
okay. You got me with this one. All right. So look, we've got our last picks that we're gonna throw on this list just for the fun of it. So Sarah, out of all the paranormal movies that you've watched, this is your top pick. And no pressure, but what did you choose for your top pick?
So obviously I could have picked like one of the classics, but like you guys, I
Yes.
didn't want to go down that route because everybody knows about The Shining, Poltergeist,
Yeah,
Ghostbusters.
they do.
So I wanted to pick something that was like a little less iconic,
Mm-hmm.
but I couldn't not pick this one. My favorite is The Sixth Sense.
I knew it.
Ooh,
Like,
yeah. Good for
I
you.
love it. This was probably my like gateway into paranormal movies. Like
Mhm.
obviously when you're a kid, like we were watching, Are You Afraid of the Dark, Goosebumps, like things like that. But this is like the first like movie that I watched that I was like old enough to understand like a twist.
Mhm.
Like
Mhm.
this one, it's like a perfect movie. It's a 10 out of 10.
Wow. All right. I like that. That's good. I didn't expect that. That's very, very cool. And look, yeah, I love this. Jack says, "Can we do a watch party of the classic Society?"
Oh
Now that is
no.
a reaction watch party for sure. Have y'all seen it? We have
No.
not only seen it, but we've done a watch party to it, bros. You got to check out our watch party playlist,
Yep.
man, because that was a party, bro.
And Michael was there. Carbonite was there for that one
He
too.
was. Oh my god, the look on his face too, man. It was great. Oh my
Dude.
goodness. That was a good one. I'll
That
never forget it.
was.
It was. It really, really was. But yeah, we definitely had a good time with that one, Jack. So and actually for all of you guys, check out our watch party playlist, man, because we have so many that we've done. There was a time, and Stephen, we talk about this all the time. There was a time we were doing watch parties every weekend, sometimes
week.
sometimes 2 watch parties a
Yep.
week.
That's right.
Yeah,
Sure
Yeah.
were.
And that was
It's
some
awesome.
fun stuff.
it was.
Yeah.
They were
that's
so
what-
fun.
They were, man. We did a couple that were back to back. It was, oh man, it was great. It was great.
Mhm.
If only our schedules allowed that anymore. But that's why I always say, man, you gotta appreciate the good stuff when you can, because you never know
Nope.
when schedules change or what have you. So
That's right.
but anyways, yeah, man, it was a fun time. So Sarah's got The Sixth Sense as her top pick. So JT, what do you have as your top pick?
So this one, it is a classic, and some people it scared, some people didn't. It had comedy, and that's Ghost with Patrick Swayze and Whoopi Goldberg. The whole Demi Moore and him holding, it's just no kid.
Yeah, I know. I was
It's
waiting
like,
for
what?
that.
No, so this is a debate. To me, it is a paranormal film, but it does have comedy in it.
Mhm.
It does have a good director. It has a ghost. Talks about a demon. And that has to be Big Trouble in Little China. Technically, to me, that's a
Wow.
paranormal
Okay.
Oh.
movie because, you can say
Wow.
supernatural, but it's more, Lopan is a ghost. He has to appease a demon. You have the
okay.
monster at the end. I just love this film. It's one of my favorite John Carpenter films of all time. It's just fun. Kurt Russell, it's
Kurt
like,
Russell in those tight
That's right.
pants.
yeah, the Pork Chop Express, that's where I used to call my pants because I'm chubby.
I was thinking more of like the moose knuckle.
Yeah. Yeah, moose knuckle. There you go.
All
the moose
right.
knuckle.
All right.
So yeah, Big Trouble in Little China. It is technically a horror movie, and my number one, I wanted to be fun, not just like
Wow.
it scared me because now paranormal don't really scare me. It might make me jump, but doesn't like scare me. So let's
Right.
have fun with the number one, Big Trouble in Little China.
Wow,
Nice.
that caught me off guard. I'm not gonna lie. That's
Yeah.
I absolutely love that movie.
Yeah.
Wow. Coriander, how about you for your number one?
Okay. So my number one is a classic. Maybe not so much like yours, JT, but it's pretty damn good. Yeah. It's the Amityville Horror.
Hey,
The
okay.
original.
Oh,
The original.
Okay.
Yes.
all right.
Yeah, I mean, based off of a true story. And I just found out through one of the Conjuring movies, right? That
Yeah.
Ed and Lorraine were involved with that,
Yeah.
which I think is
Yeah.
pretty damn cool.
Yeah, they were.
But yeah, I mean, what a terrible, terrible house, and the thing that's possessing that house is, I mean, yeah. If you've
You
never
know
seen it, you
what?
got to check it out.
Speaking of Annabelle
Yeah.
and the Conjuring, you figure if they make one last one, they should
Mhm.
do that house. Make it Amityville.
Right?
It should be the last. Amityville should be the last. Like the beginning of it is the last. Like that's what they. Because I think a lot of people was waiting for it. Why hadn't they
Yeah,
done Amityville? You know, why not?
You would think they would, although in The Conjuring 2, the beginning
Yeah.
of it, they did a little bit of the Amityville story, which that kind of threw me off guard because I knew the second one wasn't about Amityville. So when I saw that in the beginning, I was like, wait a minute, what are they doing? Are they really going to do this? And, it was only like whatever it was, the first 10 minutes.
It was a
But I
big
do
psych.
agree. Yeah, exactly.
We ain't doing
Yeah.
it. So it's like kind of like Captain America. You always like him to say, Avengers, assemble. He didn't until the last one. Come on, Juan. Give us Amityville. Just go ahead and do it. Just let's just do it and get over with. Makes us all happy.
Yeah. I agree, man. It would be nice to see it. No doubt. Amityville is awesome. I totally agree with you, Coriander. But for my number one, this is a movie that I just, and you probably already know what it is, Coriander, but this is a movie that I absolutely love. I don't know how many times I've seen this movie, and I think that this director is one of my favorite horror directors as well. He's just done so much for the horror genre, especially within the last 2 decades, decade and a half. And anyways, my number one pick is The Conjuring.
Yeah.
Nice.
Ooh, I had to
Good
go
job.
there. I had to go there. To me, this movie, and Steven, obviously you're looking to watch it. To me, I think James Wan was able to really balance so many different things in this film as far as genuine scares, good characters, a sense of family and love. Like this whole balance of the light and dark in this film is so well done. You get so attached to this family. And I'm not even talking yet about Ed and Lorraine, which is Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson, who are money together. They are so good. You'd almost think they were really married. That's how good their chemistry is.
They're so good.
You couldn't pick anybody better. You couldn't.
No,
to play that
you
role.
couldn't, man.
Could not.
Listen, I absolutely love those two together so much. I truly, truly do. And they're both like, there are moments in this movie, and this isn't a spoiler, Steven, but there are moments in this movie as well as the sequels. And we talked a little bit about this, Coriander. You remember when we did The Conjuring? We also did The Conjuring 2 on our Battle World series. But there's this theme that's kind of like their relationship theme or their love theme. And I kid you not, man, there's several times in these movies where, whether it's a tough situation or just a regular everyday situation where they embrace and, they're showing affection or love for each other, it feels so damn real, man. Like it actually can get you a little emotional because at least for me as a viewer and a fan, I'm so invested in them as a couple, and the things that they do in the spirit of trying to help other people. It's like I said, and it's a horror movie. It's like you'd think I was talking about like a romantic comedy or a romance movie, but it's a horror movie, and there's definitely a lot of horror, especially in this film. So
especially the That was like, whoa!
Yes.
Steven, you're gonna like it. You're gonna like it. You will like this.
Yeah, it's really, really good. It really, really is, man.
It's weird because you had a James Wan on your list, and I had
Yes.
a James Wan on my list. So
Yes.
I love James Wan, man. I know it's going to be quality.
Yeah,
But I don't
you
think
will
any
like
of
it.
us had overlapping entries. I think we picked 12 unique movies.
Yeah, we did, man. We did. And I've got them written down. I'm gonna pull that up in a second. But you're right, Sarah. We didn't overlap at all, which is absolutely crazy. I thought for sure we might have some overlapping, but we didn't, man. So that's pretty cool stuff. Let's see. I want to make sure
I've got one, man, that I can throw out there.
Sure.
It's an honorable mention. I think it's an excellent movie.
Okay, yeah.
And when I saw it, it was I never saw it coming. I'll leave it at that. But for me, it was The Others with Nicole Kidman.
I love that movie.
That was really
great.
good. Yes.
I haven't seen that.
Oh, really?
The
That's
Otters.
a watch party.
Yeah.
Gotta see that one. He put the Otters. Like, I gotta see that one. Ghost Otters. Hey, those are the evil sons of bitches. Let me tell you something. Everybody thinks they're cute. They get together, they can slaughter a hippo. That's completely off subject. I don't, yeah. But no, I mean, what? Everybody thinks otters is, watch them when they're a group.
Wow.
And when they attack something, it's almost like a horror film. I saw one on YouTube. They killed a monkey. It fell in the water, and it was just, they slaughtered. I'm like, no otters for me. It's a horror.
What?
It's a horror show, folks. Yeah, it's on YouTube. You can find it. A monkey drops in the water, and there's like 4 or 5 otters, and they just attack it.
You said it.
Kill it.
Otters?
Yeah, instead of like
Oh
looking
my
like,
God.
oh, look at me, I'm so cute. No, they're evil. They're like polar bears.
Wow,
Kill 'em
man.
all.
I'm just really quickly gonna
Wow.
grab a sweater. It's -9 here, so I'm
Good
freezing.
Lord!
I'm
Oh,
right back.
crap.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
like-
-9. What the heck? And
Look like
That's-
Jack Nicholson
wow.
in The Shining.
I will
Yeah,
never complain again.
Definitely.
No, I'm never.
real quick,
Exactly.
Ever.
Exactly, Night. I'll remember that too.
But you know what I mean. Real quick too, Russell's got a channel member anniversary, 2 months. Thank you so much,
Nice.
Russell. We appreciate you, man. Seriously, saying love y'all, horror fan. Great picks. Met Kurt and Goldie up in Northern Ontario. Kurt's first time in film
Nice.
was Lost in Space. Yes, that's right. He's had a
That's
really,
cool.
really amazing career.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Seriously,
And he's such a
really
cool
has.
guy, man. He's just a.
He is.
Yeah, he
He
did
really,
an
really
interview when they was talking about should celebrities like dip into like politics and all that, and he goes, no, we're entertainers. We have a big following, and you could steer people the wrong way. We should just entertain. We're the jesters,
Right.
and we shouldn't be dipping in politics with our fans. So I really respect Kurt Russell.
I do
Ever
too,
since
man.
I saw that interview, I'm like, I really like this dude.
Yeah, I really dig him too, and he's just had a great career, man.
Yeah.
Real quick too,
Me
Jack's
too.
coming in with a $10 super chat. Thanks so much, Jack. We appreciate that. Are we going to be doing a movie recently discussed for the next watch party? We haven't figured out our next watch party yet, but definitely when I figure that out, I will let you guys know. Keep a lookout on the community tab. There's a chance we might do one on Sunday, but I'm not 100% sure on that yet. But keep a lookout on the community tab, because that's how I can easily get in touch with you guys and also let people know what's going on ahead of time. So, but we'll see, man. We'll see. There's a chance. You got to love scheduling. That's always the thing. But real quick, thank you so much for that super chat, Jack. We really appreciate it. And let's do this clip for you.
The name is Mr. T. First name is Mr. Middle name is that period. Last name is T. Listen and listen good. I'm talking to you.
First name,
There it
Mr.
is.
Middle name. First
That
name,
period.
and the last name T.
That's right. That's right. I love it. I
Jesus
love it.
Christ.
Hey,
You're
Night,
the
did
best.
anyone mention The Ring?
No, but The Ring is
Oh.
great.
Yeah.
Ooh, man.
Have you seen that one?
That movie is the one that jacked with me for about 2 weeks after seeing it in the theater.
Wow.
Which one was? Is
really?
that the one with
The Ring.
Sarah Michelle
No,
Gellar?
no.
No, that's
No, that's
Okay,
The
that one
Grudge, which is
sucks.
also great.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, The Ring's the girl in the well. The Ghost
Yes.
in the Well and Samara and
Yeah, the movie.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
That one. Oh my gosh. I wish I mean, I'll tell you. I don't know what it was about it, but it messed with me so bad for
Good
quite
one.
some time. And
Yeah.
you know what? Funny story behind that, real quick, is my brother-in-law was out of town for work for his job, and he had some free time, so he decided he was going to do something he'd never done before. He was going to go to a movie theater and not read up on any movies and just look at the titles and buy a ticket and go see it blind. So he went and he said he saw The Ring. And he said, "Oh, I bet you that's probably like a rom-com about marriage, like the wedding ring." Ring.
Oh man.
And so he bought the ticket. And this is not a horror fan, by the way. He bought the ticket. He watched the movie, and this is no joke. When he came home from, I think it was the next day he was coming home. He said that movie messed with him so bad. He had terrible nightmares for like a week, and
I bet
he said it totally messed with him. And I said it did it to me too.
Wow.
So anyway, I had to throw The Ring out there real quick.
It's a good one, man. There's no doubt about it. I really, really love it. It's one of my favorites.
That's
It really
interesting.
is.
I've never had movies like, even when I was a kid, give me nightmares. It's interesting when
You're
I
just
hear
a
you
different
guys
breed,
talk
man.
about it.
You're a different breed, girl. Real quick, Mayanne in the chat is working hard. She's got the link in for our Tuesday night episode. We're doing anthologies, man. Anthologies. Trick or Treat versus Tales from the Dark Side, the movie. That's going to be a fun one. A very, very cool one. Yeah. And Brandon coming in with a super chat as well. Thank you so much, man. We appreciate it. Saying another great one is, Benicio del Toro's The Orphanage. Yes, that is a good one. Absolutely. Very cool. Del Toro is so amazing, man. I love his filmography.
I cannot
And
wait to see his Frankenstein.
Oh, me neither, man.
Yeah, I cannot wait.
Did you see his take on Pinocchio?
Yeah,
I haven't
and
seen it,
I
but
like
I've
Shape
heard.
of Water. That's actually kind of like his creature from Black Lagoon. I liked it.
Yes.
So that's why I cannot wait for his Frankenstein. Like he's like, you know what? I'm just gonna do my own version. The hell with it. So
And I'm okay with that too, man.
Oh yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, I'm good with it. And we got Sarah also being sneaky on the panel and has gifted a membership. Thank you so much, Sarah. We really appreciate that. Very nice of you. And it looks as though it went to Mark. Well, welcome to the channel, Mark. I don't think I've seen you in the chat, but welcome. And hopefully you get a chance to give a shout out to Sarah and give her some thanks. It was very generous of her. And Sarah, seriously, thank you. That's so kind of you. You're awesome, man. Very cool.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we got in the chat here. May has the link up for JT and his stream coming up. Very, very cool, May. Thank you so much for keeping things going for us right here. We appreciate it. It definitely helps us out.
Yeah. Well, that stream is a members only, but I have it set up that you can watch it. You just can't send messages. It's it's a new thing I'm doing. It's called shooting the shit.
There you go.
That's what
it's cool stuff.
We're just gonna talk about anything. Showgirls,
Gary Barber.
Gary Barber.
Oh no. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Well, look, guys. Now we've got a list of these movies here. So what I was thinking that we could do, just for the fun of it, is rank these in order.
Okay.
Some I haven't seen.
But that's okay. That's okay. But just by a popular vote, just ranking, seeing where they would land.
Oh man.
Yeah.
What do you mean, oh man? What do you mean? Why you say that?
Well, because there's a lot there, and I'm gonna have to go back and forth and
let's see.
You wrote it so big. Can you shrink it?
What, man?
You need the shrinkage, man.
Let me control this. Let me read these out. So these are the picks that we have. We've got
Smack it with a
Black
mackerel.
Phone. We've got
Exactly.
the Pope's
Where's my
Exorcist.
fish?
We've got It Follows. We've got Talk to Me. We've got 13 Ghosts, Insidious, Evil Dead 2, Hereditary, Lavender, The Sixth Sense, Big Trouble in Little China, The Amityville Horror, The Conjuring, and the others.
There's some big hitters in there, man. I mean,
There
that's-
are, man. There are. There's no doubt, man. So we've got 14. We've got 14 picks here, man.
Wow.
So-
Dolly.
So look, let's do this. This is what I want to do, and we're gonna do this with the chat. We're gonna try to have some fun with this, just for the fun of it. Don't worry
Okay.
about it, Coriander. Don't take it too serious. You're like, I haven't seen them all. It's okay. It's all right. So, with the ones that we have on this list, let's start off with which one is going first. Which one are we
Big
taking
Trouble in
off
Little
the
China.
list first?
No,
Wow.
off the list, off the list, like off the
Yeah,
list.
taking off the list, so it basically would be number 14. So which one? So for you
I
guys,
would have
in
to
the
say
chat-
Lavender because it's the only one I haven't seen.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one.
okay, so you're going with Lavender. What
Yeah.
do you think, Coriander?
Yeah, it'd have to be something I haven't seen, and that's one of
Okay.
them. So
Okay, I'm gonna make this a little bit smaller.
Steven's like, damn
Okay.
it, the one I put on there gets taken off.
I know, Steven. I'm sorry.
I figured I was the only one that's seen it. It's
Well, I
okay.
like the color and I love the smell, but I just haven't seen the movie. You know, my wife
But
calls
they're
me
so
feminine because of
pretty.
that. He's like, if
Now, wait a minute.
my scent is lavender. That's the
Hold on.
I go
Let me
to.
hold on. Let me jump to the chat here because I want to explain this. Now, we're taking off the movie that we would think would be in last place first. Okay, so I want to make sure because I'm reading some stuff in the chat.
Yeah,
and I'm
that's
just like,
going
what?
crazy.
Jordan's in the chat says, "Take off The Conjuring." What? Please tell me you are joking. Please, no, that's fine if that's what you want. But we're gonna basically do it by popular vote. Brandon is going with Talk to Me. Holy moly. Mayanne is saying, what on earth is lavender?
So there you go.
Check it.
I said it right, May.
I think it needs to be a watch party because I think it'd be first time for everybody.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Holy crap. All right. So let us know. That's too funny. Oh, she said, right, May. Okay. So far it looks like the first thing that's gonna go is going to be lavender. Okay, so we're gonna put a line through that. Okay, and what are we gonna do next? What should we get off of the list next?
Let's get rid of because I think only me and Sarah seen the Pope's Exorcist, so I'd say probably that one.
What do you
I'm
think,
fine with
Coriander?
that.
Yeah,
why are you coming to me next?
because you're after me.
Because you're
It's gotta be something that I haven't seen. The Pope's Exorcist or the
Yeah.
others. I haven't seen that, so one of those.
okay. I think if I was, and you guys in the chat, you guys can vote as well if you'd like. Ginger Ninja said, "Take off Evil Dead 2. Too much comedy, not enough Deadites."
Oh, that's my
Oh,
pick,
wow.
man.
Oh my God.
That's tragic.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah. If I was to pick from what we have left, Lavender's off the list. I would probably, I'd probably go with the Pope's Exorcist on that one. That's because I haven't
Yeah.
seen it.
Yeah, that's what it
That's
says.
'cause I
Like,
haven't
if
seen
people
it.
haven't seen it, we should take it off.
That's my vote
Yeah.
too because I haven't
Yeah.
seen it.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna boop. There we go with that. Okay. What do we got
Wow.
for next? He said, "What'd you say? Wow."
All right. Boop.
Yeah.
Oh my
Exactly.
God.
God. All right. What do you guys should what should we take out
What
next?
are you doing? Can't
Dude,
you
your
like get rid
word-
of it? There
Your
you go.
word
No,
is
I don't
stacked up,
want
bro.
to take it off totally. I just
Oh,
want
okay.
to keep it up there, but when it's highlighted, you know what I mean, it's gone.
Gotcha.
I'm I'm having issues, man. Stop
I
making it
know
so much
you
more
are.
apparent, okay? I've got like 5
Word.
windows open. Thanks a lot.
I
It's
know.
the
I'm
Word
sorry.
document. It's the Word document. That's all it is.
Jeez.
Has
I
a mind
don't
of its
want to
own.
seem like I'm attacking JT twice in a
Oh
row. We
shit.
did just lose the Pope's Exorcist,
Mm.
but I just feel
Yeah, we
like
did.
Big Trouble in Little China doesn't go with the vibe of everything else.
Oh,
That's true.
Yeah.
That is don't have to
Ooh.
go to breakfast, but so does Evil Dead 2. It's
Wow.
comedy. So yeah,
Big Trouble in Little China is my vote.
Yeah. So if you want to stick like, yeah, that's paranormal, not fun because y'all not fun. Let's go Big Trouble in Little China.
It's because y'all are not fun.
Look. Let's
See,
be
I
honest
don't
now.
agree because it would have to be the others for me because I haven't seen that.
Oh
So
man,
Oh, The
I
Others
got at
is
least got
so
one
good.
fun person
is
on the
so
panel.
It
See?
is.
Coriander, I know I
It
can count
is.
on you.
It is. So you're
That's
going
right.
with the others, Coriander?
Yeah, man.
All right. I hate to say this, JT, but we gotta take Big Trouble off, bro.
Your number one pick out
My
of here.
number one because it'd
I'm
be number one.
sorry.
If you ask
I'm
everybody in the chat, it'd be number one. Let's ask
and
the
the
chat.
only
Would Big Trouble in Little China be number one?
and let me just say,
If you say no, you're not fun.
you're not fun. But let me just say why though, because I love Big Trouble. I truly do. But when I think of it more as like fantasy, action,
Right.
and yes, it does have the ghost aspect in it, but yeah. Now as a
Fantasy's
kid,
good.
there were a couple scenes that did creep me out. That's for sure. You know. But
It was
yeah.
really my loophole. That's why I picked it at number one. It's like, technically it's a loophole. It has a ghost. He talks about a demon. Paranormal.
Right.
I mean, like, look, like Hereditary and Big Trouble in Little China. Something doesn't quite.
Okay,
match
between the two, which one would you watch? And now
Well,
that's my case.
But that's not the question.
That's not
The question's not which would you watch. Because you're right.
What is going on here? You guys
I will never watch Hereditary
Hey,
again.
I agree with you. Big in Trouble in Little China should go. It's a more comedy and everything. I just like having fun.
Yeah,
I know. We won't hold it against you.
No.
All right. So
it's part of your charm, JT.
It is. So we've got The Black Phone, It Follows, Talk to Me, 13 Ghosts, Insidious, Evil Dead 2, Hereditary, The Sixth Sense, The Amityville Horror, the original, The Conjuring, and The Others that is left. So what are we going to take off next, guys?
The Others.
Okay, Coriander's voting for The Others. How about for you, Sarah?
Hereditary.
Okay. How about you, JT?
13 Ghosts. Two comedy.
Wow.
Hey, two comedy. It's basically comedy.
Wow.
So sorry, I'm not being fun now.
That was my strongest soldier.
I know I mean, it's a good movie, but if we want to go like creepy, scary,
I know.
want to stick with that vibe.
Right.
Okay, 13. I have to vote 13 Ghosts. Especially after Matthew Lillard died. Who cares about the film after that? Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Like, all right, I'm done watching.
Okay, all right, Steven, do you have a pick that you would take off?
Scroll down again if you could. I think Sixth Sense, Conjuring, others. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I have not seen Insidious, but I know from my nephew who said it was one of the only movies that ever scared him.
Mm-hmm.
So I know it's a real legit, like, scary movie.
Mm-hmm.
Not that these others aren't, but I'm saying, like, I haven't seen it, right? So,
right.
But I know that me saying Insidious now is like it's kind of throwing away a vote because it's not gonna make a difference.
No, that's fine. That's fine. If you want to go with that,
just because I haven't seen it, yeah.
Insidious.
Yeah.
Okay, now let me just. I want to make sure I got this right. So, Coriander, you went with the others, right?
Right.
Okay, and Sarah,
Yes.
you went with
Hereditary.
Hereditary, and JT, you went with 13 Ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's hard,
isn't it?
Isn't it?
Take one off, man.
It is. It's about to get really, really hard.
It's really about to get really hard.
You should take off the ones that we haven't seen.
What do you mean?
You should take those off. You should just take those off.
Yeah,
'Cause
but at least one of us have seen all of these movies.
but two of us haven't.
It's like, so,
Yeah, but
if
that
you
doesn't mean that
haven't-
we haven't.
But that doesn't matter because our votes don't count.
Of course it
Towards-
counts.
Ugh, anyway.
Man,
She goes,
have
"Oh,
some-
it
have some
doesn't
fun with
matter.
it.
It's our channel." I thought
Okay.
that's what she's gonna
Don't make
say.
it more complicated than it is. Let me figure
I'm
this
trying to
out.
make it easier by you crossing off
No.
the others and Insidious.
No. We want to keep those on there. Okay,
Oh,
so
stop.
I think you know what, I gotta admit, and I hate to say this, I probably would go with 13 Ghosts as well. Out of the ones that we have left.
That's fair.
I mean, and I'm basing it on the horror aspect of it.
Yeah.
You know what
Right.
I mean? Like I love the movie. It's a fun movie, but the other ones, for me anyways, have more of a horror factor.
Yeah, it's a different vibe for sure.
Totally different vibe, but it is a fun one. So look at Ginger Ninja's like, the others, take off the others.
Shame on you, Ginger.
Now, could you imagine if we did like pick the big hitters like Ghostbusters, The Exorcist, Poltergeist, The Shining?
Forever.
Ooh.
Oh man.
Yes, that would have been something. But I'm glad we didn't do that. I'm glad we
Yeah.
didn't do that.
See,
Okay.
your fun film's going staring, mine's fun. See, it's just
It's like revenge for JT. He's like,
yeah.
Hey, it's okay, but I'm just saying, based on that same logic, I'm picking Evil Dead 2 next.
oh, there we go.
Oh, man.
Okay, so
Yeah,
Sarah,
I
you're going with Evil Dead 2.
And I'm
JT,
going with that
what-
same
what-
vote,
I mean,
yeah.
how did this all of a sudden become
Ooh.
friggin' comedy
Serious?
based?
See how I
It's
said they're not fun?
paranormal. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Ah,
Coriander, what are you voting for?
The others.
Okay. Steven, what about you?
Can you scroll back up a little bit for me just to make sure? Well, okay, here's another dilemma I've got because I have not seen Talk to Me,
Okay.
but I've heard tons of people say they love it.
Mm-hmm.
But let's see, 13 Ghosts. I have
That's
to say
gone.
13. Oh, it's off now, right?
Oh,
yeah,
that's
it's
off.
off.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
All the ones highlighted are off.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go Evil Dead 2. I just didn't like it.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
It looks like-
you
it
guys
looks
can go chomp on glass all you want to, but none for me.
I think I gotta. Yeah, we gotta go with Evil
Oh,
Dead
you guys
2, man.
suck.
Well, hey, man.
It's just
at the end of the day.
It's like
Hey,
you're
it beats
picking your
Maggie
favorite
and
race
mackerel.
horse.
what was that, Steven?
I said it beats eating a mackerel.
Yeah.
I did not think you said mackerel.
What-
Oh, what'd you
really?
think he said?
Not to be repeated in mixed company.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah,
shoot.
Sarah's classy. Sarah's classy, man. She knows
Oh,
what's
man.
up. She's like, I will not get this channel taken down.
Mhm.
Thank you, Val, for putting the links in the chat.
No.
We appreciate it. Okay, so we've got Evil Dead 2 is gone. So what we've got left
What
for the
the
vote
hell?
is The Black Phone, It Follows, Talk to Me, Insidious, Hereditary, The Sixth Sense, The Amityville Horror, The Conjuring, and The Others. Okay, Sarah, what's got to go next?
I will jump on Team Coriander.
Awesome.
I will say the others.
wow.
Okay, the others.
Yeah.
I don't
Okay.
believe that in my heart, but I know that nobody else is going to go Hereditary right now. So I'm just going to girl power it and vote the others.
But
Girl
that's the
power
thing.
it.
All
Oh my
right.
god, that's too funny. All
I
right,
will
JT.
go Hereditary because I haven't seen it, so that's gonna be my pick.
All right, Steven,
Well,
how about you?
Seen 20 minutes of it.
I mean, I haven't seen Insidious, but there's some movies like I just want to vote for, even though I know I haven't seen Insidious, for example.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's the only one. And Talk to Me. Those are the only two I haven't seen left on the list.
Okay.
But you know what? Because that movie messed me up so bad, and I'm never watching it again. I'm gonna vote. I'm voting Hereditary.
Ooh, forcing a tie for a night to break.
Wow.
Mhm.
All right, so
You
we
going with
got
the
two.
ladies or
So we got we got 2 people for the others and 2 for Hereditary.
You
Now,
know he's
Night-
not going to go with us.
No, I'm just saying. I'm check this out. All right,
What?
listen. You got
What?
me and Craven on the panel. We are the Brotherhood of Horror.
I
Just
mean,
remember that.
I thought we were here for, feminism, equality, women supporting women.
What is
Well, I have a
going
question
on?
for you to settle all
right.
this.
That's
I'll
too
settle
bad.
all of this right now, really quickly for you. Have you seen a movie called Lavender?
No one's seen that movie.
Okay, just thought I'd ask again.
They take mine off, damn it.
Steven is holding the flag for Lavender. That's great.
I'm holding it, bro. I'm
It's
holding it.
probably a masterpiece, and we're just like joking about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, it's like,
Right?
yeah. It's gonna be so
It's
good.
pretty
It's like,
good. It's pretty good.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, jeez. Dang, this is tough, man. I'm not gonna lie. I hate to say this though, man, but
We know, dude. Hereditary. We get it.
no, man, I'm not taking a Hereditary off. Are you crazy? That was my pick.
Jeez.
I gotta go with the others, man. I hate to say it. I'm sorry.
Dang.
Just based on what's left, and I love the. Let me just say, all these movies left, I love.
yeah.
love.
It's starting to get
So-
hard. It's
It is.
It is.
It is, man. It is.
Mhm.
All right. So this is what we have left: The Black Phone, It Follows, Talk to Me, Insidious, Hereditary, The Sixth Sense, The Amityville Horror, and The Conjuring. Sarah, what's got to go next?
It is now time for Hereditary.
She's like, finally. She's
Yeah.
cracking her knuckles and everything.
I think we're gonna get 3 votes on that one. I say Hereditary.
Yeah, since
Because
she's
I
stuck
haven't
with
seen
me,
it.
I'm gonna
Oh.
stick with her too.
No,
Really?
wait a minute.
No.
Hold on now. Don't be just
So-
like, she's stuck with me.
Oh,
I
see
stuck
how
with
it
her.
Hell yeah.
Tell me what you really think. What's the next film
Hereditary.
that you like that movie? Get out of here. You're lying.
But it's gotta go, you know? I liked
Okay.
Evil Dead 2, but it's freaking crossed off. So who freaking
Okay.
cares now?
So
No.
no, but all
This-
seriousness though, now we want this in an order as far as what you think is the best. So if that's
Yeah.
what you really think, so you're saying
Hereditary, please.
that The Sixth Sense is better than Hereditary for
Am
you.
I speaking another language?
Okay.
Hereditary.
All
Night,
right.
night,
Please.
bro.
But
You
I
gotta
know
Por
cross
the
it off.
favor.
I know
I
it's
know
your
the
pick,
truth,
buddy. I know it's your pick,
okay.
and it sucks
It's all right.
because
Also,
look,
'cause
look,
it feels
mine's crossed out.
personal tonight.
Well,
Well,
this is how horror movies is made.
She's just picking because she's like, I'm gonna stick with Sarah. It's like I know what her real answer would be because she likes Hereditary. She asked to watch that movie. She doesn't ask to watch The Sixth Sense, so I know it should be higher than The Sixth Sense. For
Well-
She's
sure.
Well, I've
keeping
never-
the peace. We
I
know we
haven't
got
seen
JT
that,
and
but-
Steven in our corner. The power dynamic has shifted. We got this.
Okay.
Well, my
all
Don't be
vote-
mad, but that will be my next one, though. Is The
Okay.
Sixth Sense? I'm sorry, Sarah.
No,
Steven,
know,
were you
sorry.
going with Hereditary too, Steven?
I was debating on Hereditary, but then I started thinking about it. I'm like, because I'm not thinking about this in terms of rewatchability, right? This is just
Yeah,
Yeah, just what you think is best out of
Mhm.
these movies. We're
as far as
basically ranking them.
accomplishing like their goal, right? Their intended goal or whatever.
Well,
right?
however you think of it, just what's best, 1 through 14. You know what I mean?
Okay. I was gonna throw out Black Phone, but I would watch Black Phone before Hereditary because I'm never gonna watch Hereditary again. So I guess I will say Hereditary then.
Okay. All right. So that is off the list. And we've
Sorry,
got
Mike.
left. It's all right, man. The Black Phone, It Follows, Talk to Me, Insidious, The Sixth Sense, The Amityville Horror, and The Conjuring. Okay, so Sarah, what is next to go?
I am torn. There's 2 left on the list that I don't like so much, and the rest I really enjoy. So I'm torn between It Follows or Talk to Me. I'm gonna pick Talk to Me.
Okay. All right. How about you, JT?
Mm, yeah, I'm gonna agree with that. I'm gonna say Talk to Me as well.
Okay. All right. Coriander, how about you?
I see dead people.
The Sixth Sense.
I'm sorry. Yes.
It's
All
okay.
right. How about you, Steven?
I've never seen it, so I'm going with Talk to Me.
Okay. I would have picked. I don't know, man. I might have picked the Black Phone, man. If I was,
Yeah, I'm with
That's
you.
gonna
dude.
because I think the Sixth Sense to me is better than the Black Phone. But
I agree.
What?
but that's
Yep.
you don't think
I
so?
agree with that. I think it is.
I mean, I
too.
haven't seen The Sixth Sense in probably since it came out. So
The thing with Sixth Sense, it just had a good twist at the end. I mean,
It was a
that's.
great.
I mean, it's a good movie. It's a good
yeah.
movie, but
is.
the
but
twist
it's
is
not.
like,
It doesn't have the same vibe as these other movies.
it's,
What do you
yeah.
mean? It's about
Fair.
dead
A
people.
lot of dead people that show up.
But it's not. It's
like
not
10
like
dead people in it.
Insidious and It Follows and
That's fair. It's definitely
Amityville and The
lightest
Conjuring.
That's
know?
left.
It's more of a gateway into paranormal horror.
Pretty
Probably.
much.
Yeah.
The
That's
lightweights, definitely.
Give me a
Okay.
bowl so I can throw up my porridge.
Yeah. Oh man, that scene. That scene still gets me, man. And Toni Collette was in that too.
Mm-hmm.
She was really young in that.
What was that in?
Toni Collette was in The Sixth Sense.
I
As the
didn't know
mother.
that.
I didn't know
And she
that.
puked porridge?
One
No,
of the
Misha
ghosts.
Barton puked porridge.
Yeah, one of the ghosts did.
Oh, huh.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So talk to me. Talk to me is going off because it had 3 votes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. All right.
Good boy.
So we've got The Black Phone, It Follows, Insidious, The Sixth Sense, The Amityville Horror, and The Conjuring left. Sarah, what's got to go next?
It Follows.
Okay. All right. JT, what do you think?
I was actually gonna go The Sixth Sense.
Wow. Okay. Coriander, how about you?
The Sixth Sense.
And Steven,
This
how
is
about
starting
you?
to get hard.
Hold on a second. My black phone's ringing. Hold on.
Yeah, right? Exactly.
I'll let it go to voicemail.
All right. The Black Phone. All right. Now, Sarah, you said It Follows, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
And JT and Coriander, you guys said The Sixth Sense.
Sixth Sense.
I have to say, listen, and
Oh,
I'm just going by what I think is the
Are you
best
going to do a damn
movie.
tiebreaker and all this bullshit, and then we're going to lose?
No. Wow. I'm going to go. I'm
right
gonna,
at the
yeah,
jugular.
yes, Steven, exactly. It's wow. I'm gonna go with The Black Phone, man, because I think that the other movies.
Fucking
and
knew
I,
it. I fracking knew it. I'm sorry.
And I like the Black. All these movies I really, really enjoy. I love these movies, but I'm just, we're ranking them. So I would go with The Black Phone too. So we have a tie between The Black Phone and The Sixth Sense.
Oh, my number 1 and number 3 picks.
So
Oh,
this is what we're
Sarah,
gonna do.
you're so popular right now.
So this is
Think
what we're
of
gonna
it
do.
that way.
Hey, hold on. For you guys in the chat, we're gonna have you guys vote which movie should go next. Should it be The Sixth Sense or should it be The Black Phone?
Yes.
So we're
Come
gonna
on,
have
Chad. Do the right thing.
We're gonna
man.
have you guys.
I'll set
vote
this up.
right now.
What's more horror?
Listen,
Chat.
Look, I'm just going to say this. There are more black phones sold in America than any other color. So it's clearly the right answer.
Ooh, I have a pretty green. It's like a weird green color. It's like a green blue. It's pretty.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. Who has a dial-up phone anymore anyway?
There you
Dial
go.
up.
Rotary.
Yeah, no, I don't.
That's way
Go.
too much.
That's way too.
Sixth
late.
Sense.
That is old.
All right, so far this is what we got. Ginger Ninja's going with The Black Phone. Dominic's going with The Black Phone. Brandon's going with The Sixth Sense. Mayan's going with The Black Phone.
There we
Wayne's going
go.
with The Black Phone. Paula's going with The Black
What the
Phone.
hell?
Yeah, baby.
There it is.
Sense is good, but
Bye-bye, black phone.
that's the thing. I mean, Sixth Sense, I'm sorry, is not really horror. It's really not horror. It's more of a thriller. It's a mystery. That
But it's
twist
JT.
ruined it.
Okay, there, Big Trouble in Little
twist,
China.
the twist
Right?
completely.
Hold on.
Yeah,
Let me
the
get
twist
this back on.
completely.
Uh-oh.
Say that again, Sarah. What'd you say?
I said, okay, there, Big Trouble in Little China. Talking
Yeah.
about
Wow.
The thing is,
horrors
yeah,
and
with that one,
thrillers.
yeah, it's one is
There's
having
a
fun, but
ghost
let's
in
be
it.
honest, that twist ruined the horror element completely.
Oh my gosh.
It completely ruined it. He was
Oh,
all about,
did it?
oh, my wife, and and
Careful,
I'm
careful.
sad, and the black phone's all about murder and killing people.
Dude,
Yeah,
you know,
man.
those
I
ghosts,
agree.
those ghosts didn't die in their sleep.
Yeah, but
I'm
I'm
just
just,
saying.
I'm
What?
just saying, it was about a man who killed children. That is
Yeah.
more horror than, well, my wife don't talk to me because, you know, I work a lot, and then I got to help people, and it shot me, and it killed me,
Oh my
and now I'm
God.
actually a ghost. Oh my God, how did he not know he was a ghost?
No, man.
See, that's obviously got to come off next. We got to vote it again.
Well, we
and
gotta,
it's gonna
we
come
gotta
off
find
next.
out. We gotta find out. We gotta find
Yeah.
out. Okay.
It's
Coming
next.
I
from
like
me.
turning up the heat, folks. See,
right,
I
so
creeped up
listen.
to 11.
All right. So listen, this is what we got left. This is what we got left. The best of the best. We got It Follows, Insidious,
Mhm.
The Sixth Sense,
Yeah.
The Amityville Horror, and The Conjuring. And let me just say, I'm impressed.
Oh my God.
I don't want to
Yeah.
say what it is, but I'm impressed that one of these is still there, and that shows.
Yeah, The Sixth Sense.
No, listen.
Oh,
He's
And that
going
shows
with
some.
Follows.
Sorry,
Let
Sarah.
me finish what I'm saying. I'm
Look
about
on
to
your
mute
face. Oh
you.
my God.
No, what it means, what it shows to me is that there's some real good old school love in horror, and I'm all for it. Okay, Sarah, what has to go next?
It Follows. It's the only one left on the list that I honestly
No.
don't like.
Wow. All right, JT, what's got to go
sorry,
next?
Sarah. You know I love you.
Well, because I cranked it up to 11 there, I got to tune it back to 5. Yeah, I might have to probably say it follows, but Sixth Sense is going after that one.
Oh,
Wow.
Okay, Coriander, what's got to go next?
Sixth Sense, man.
Okay, all right. So, Steven, what's got to go next?
Definitely not. It Follows.
Thank you.
You know what? I'm gonna have to start. I'm gonna pull out my I didn't watch it card. I've been holding off on this one, but I'm gonna go Insidious just because I haven't seen it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Mm.
All right. So we've got JT and Sarah for It Follows,
Mhm.
and we got Coriander for The Sixth Sense.
What are you laughing for?
I'm just saying because it's like
Man,
I
you
can't
know
believe
what?
they
I
beat
got-
the
I
black
got-
phone.
I gotta admit,
Yeah,
I gotta
right?
admit, if I'm gonna pick one, and again, I'm ranking this on, what's the best. I gotta go with The Sixth Sense.
Good job.
Mm.
I'm proud
Oh,
of
you
you.
didn't do that last
Thanks,
round.
Mom.
He's sucking up
so-
now. That's all it is. We know what it's about.
No, I'm just saying because I really think It Follows is really that good.
I do too.
Okay, so we have a tie. So we have a tie with It Follows and The Sixth Sense. So for you guys in the chat, let us know.
Yeah. Come on, chat, man. Let's
What
not
was that?
play this shit again
So-
here.
So let's
No.
in the chat, let us know what has to go. Is it It Follows or The Sixth Sense? What's next to go? This is tight, man. These are some good movies, though.
I will have to admit, though, as much as I advocate for The Sixth Sense, in this head-to-head, I
it's
think
gotta
It
be
Follows would be my. I think it should win it.
I
Yeah.
think so too, man. Absolutely. No doubt. Okay. Paul is going with It Follows. Brandon's going with The Sixth Sense. May's going with The Sixth Sense. Dominic's going with It Follows. Ginger Ninja going with The Sixth Sense. Wayne is going with It Follows. Let's see. Do I have any more here?
Man,
Val hasn't voted yet.
this is getting close.
It
It's pretty
is.
tight.
Anyone else?
I just watched
So
It
we've-
Follows a few days ago again, and I really
I
enjoyed
give it
that.
props for being like super creative. It just
Yeah,
wasn't my cup of tea.
sure. No, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, it's
I love the cinematography work in that movie too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it is. It is tied right now.
It's that.
Oh my
It's
god.
tied.
Wow.
So
like
for
one
you
more.
guys,
Oh, come on, guys.
so you
Come
guys,
on,
you
do the
guys,
right thing.
Val has to
so
break
Do the
it.
right
She don't
thing.
wanna break it. Val don't
hold
wanna
on.
break
Let me explain this because people are gonna do the wrong thing. If you've already voted, don't vote again. Let me just say
Yeah,
that right
yeah.
now. Make
Yes.
this easy for me. But if you have not voted, let us know which film should leave the list next. Is it It Follows or The Sixth Sense? That's what we want to know. Basically saying which one is the least, well, the lower ranked one, I guess we should say. We've got no one. Really?
Nobody, dude. Nobody wants to vote.
Oh my gosh. All right.
So does this make Steven the tiebreaker since he's the only one that had
yeah,
a different vote?
that's true. It would let's
do that.
let's do it that way, Steven. So which one
What the?
which one
What?
should go next? Listen to
Well, I mean, I've
Coriander.
seen
She's
both of these
freaking out.
movies. So,
Okay.
so we're talking about It Follows
And The Sixth
or
Sense.
Sixth Sense. Yeah, and this head-to-head, Sixth Sense is going to have to go for me.
Good job,
Right.
Steven.
At
All
first you were
right.
like, what?
See, Coriander.
she's all over the place.
She's
Well,
gonna be
because I
she's
thought you
be
were
mad
gonna
as
like
hell.
pick his pick.
Who's his pick?
Not
Who's his pick?
Well, whatever movie he picked.
Okay. Can I say something real quick? I think I know where this is gonna go.
I think I know too, man.
I think where this is gonna go. I think it's gonna go Insidious, the Amityville Horror, and the Conjuring. That's what I think is going.
JT.
Don't influence anyone, bro.
I'm
Influence
not.
people.
But I'm saying because my next is gonna be It Follows.
No.
No,
Okay. All right.
That's incorrect.
So this is what we got. This is what we've got left. We've got you guys. We've got It Follows. We've got Insidious. We've got the Amityville Horror, and we've got The Conjuring. Out of 14 films, these are the last. So JT, you're going with It Follows.
It Follows. Yeah.
Okay. Sarah, what are you going with?
It Follows.
Okay. Coriander, what are you going with?
Not It Follows.
Well, you never know.
I was gonna go Insidious.
That is an Insidious decision.
Wow. Okay. Steven, how about you?
Insidious, my friend. I haven't seen it. Gotta go with it.
So now it's up to okay. All right. So
Night's sweating over there.
All right. So again, this is that's tough, man, because I do like both of them. That's true. But one of them is gonna go because I think I think it is between them. So you guys did a good job on that. Man, oh, it's so tough, bro. All right, for me. Dang, that's tough. I'm gonna go with Insidious.
Wow.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Good job,
I'm sorry, people. I'm sorry. I'm just there's no lying here. There's never been any lying here, man. I'm sorry.
This is the truth zone.
This is Sarah is befuddled. I'm sorry, Sarah.
Yeah,
No,
That's
it's totally
shocking.
fair. I love that we all have different opinions.
Yeah.
And someone could really love a movie that I really dislike.
It's true. You're right. I mean,
I know.
yeah, we've all been there.
Sarah's like, I'm losing confidence in you guys every time we vote.
Listen, I got no dogs left in this race anyway, so I'm just here for the fun.
Oh, honey, don't
That's all.
talk like
Hey,
that.
look,
Come on.
Before you grab your Kleenexes, I picked Lavender. I was the first movie destroyed in this film. So, try being 14th.
Hey,
with one blow, he's out of the game.
Hey, look. Hey, Steve, I love you, man. You're all right, though. He was like, I was the 14th.
We were like, thanks for your input. Thanks for stopping by. You're done.
Basically. We're moving on.
Hey, look, can I say something? You know what's so bad about it? Is that it was almost a unanimous thing. Everybody was
We were like, okay, so Lavender's out of the way, and let's focus on the rest.
Oh, look, we can do the real list. That's horrible. Messing with my man like that. You don't do that to my man.
We're all gonna have to watch Lavender together.
We are, and we're probably gonna all love it too. And then it'll be like Steven's revenge. He's gonna have like this huge live watch party, and he's gonna like, I told you guys. And
Oh my
Sarah
God,
didn't
stop
believe,
it now.
Knight didn't believe, JT didn't believe.
We'll make him a picture, and he's like, ah.
Yeah, buddy.
Just vindicated a whole live stream. I'll have to have a
shit.
town hall formally apologizing.
That's
Oh Lord. Oh, that was good, man. Thank you so much. And Brandon said the lie detector determined you are telling the truth. That's right, man. That's right. Okay. All right. Ginger Ninja said lavender watch party. There you go.
Yeah, seriously.
All right. So this is what we got left, guys. This is the bottom of the barrel here, man. Holy crap. I mean, wow. So all we've got left out of all of these is It Follows,
My goodness.
Yeah.
Sorry.
the Amityville Horror, and The Conjuring. Sarah, I almost don't even want to ask it because I already know, but just to be official, what's going to go next?
Let the record show my vote is for It Follows.
She's been trying. Look, it's almost like she's been on strike. It follows. It follows. It follows. It follows.
Well, I mean, now
I
you're
love
going
it.
up with those two films.
Yeah,
Follows
it's gotta
doesn't have a
go.
chance. It has to go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's gotta
okay,
go.
so JT, Coriander, you're going with It Follows. Steven, what
Yep.
about you?
Okay.
Mhm.
It's not It Follows.
Ooh.
So I have a choice to make. I either have to pick the one
Oh.
I've seen or the one I haven't seen, but I've been
There it
told by
is.
everyone on the panel, plus many more,
Yeah.
that it's an outstanding movie. So,
Yeah.
Coriander, don't hate me, but I'm going to have to say bye-bye to the Amityville Horror.
Ooh.
No.
That's okay.
Wow. Wow. Okay. So let me just say this. There is no lying here. And I love all three of these movies. I know one movie that I wouldn't dare pick yet. But for this pick, I have to go with It Follows. I
Mhm.
have to go with It Follows, man. I just think that, that's the one that's got to go next. And Sarah, I know you're about to do a dance and all that good stuff. So let the record show. Finally, Sarah gets
There
her
it
choice out of there.
Sarah's gonna dance. Is that true?
Well,
Maybe
I'm just
not
saying.
dance, but I am
Oh, come
relieved
on.
that it's not going to the finals.
That's right. That's right. All right, guys. So this is it, man. I was waiting to see what would be the last two, and
Oh, this
gotta
is gonna
admit,
be easy. This is
I'm
gonna be easy.
impressed. Is it, bro? Is
Yeah.
it? All right. Well, hold on. So in the final, we have got,
It's showtime.
and it's and it's kind of cool because of the parallel of what the stories are here. But we've got the Amityville Horror, starring the late great Margot Kidder, and we've got the Conjuring. All
That's
right.
right.
So JT, who's going first?
Well, you gotta look at it this way. If it wasn't for Amityville, The Conjuring really wouldn't be anything. So The Conjuring got to go.
Oh, all right.
You gotta
Sarah.
go original.
All right,
that's-
Sarah.
Ooh.
Who's got to go?
I am voting out Amityville.
Okay. All right. Coriander, which one between these two films has got to go next?
I am doing The Conjuring.
You are lying. You're lying. All right. All right.
Yeah.
All right. It's good. It's good. All right, Steven. Which
Uh,
one are you voting for?
I'm voting the Amityville Horror to go.
Okay. So we're tied.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Knight, you're the
Oh, gee.
tiebreaker.
We're tied.
Now this is bullshit.
I will
Now
say
this
the
is when
chat
we
is
need the friggin'
unanimous.
chat to vote and not
No,
Night.
No, this
Hey,
is what we're
Knight
gonna
has
do.
a vote.
Oh, I know he
Yeah.
does, but I'm just
All right, let me just say
for it to be the
something.
tiebreaker.
Let me just
Shit.
say something. Let me just say something here. Both and Coriander, you know this. I love both of these movies. Okay, I
Mhm.
really, really do. I'm surprised at your vote, though. I'm going to be honest with you, because if we were to talk about how many times we've seen these movies, it is pretty lopsided as far as seeing The Conjuring a lot more than Amityville. But it is what it is. These are both great movies, but I'd have to take Amityville off.
Yeah, bullshit.
I'd have to do it. Let's
Oh,
do
yeah.
this just for the fun of it. Just for the fun of it. Let's go by the chat. We're gonna go by the chat for the fun of it. Okay.
Oh, they're saying
So-
Amityville's gone.
They're unanimous in the
you're
chat.
unanimous.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, y'all suck, man. No,
Now,
I'm
here's
just
the thing.
joking.
Now, here's the thing. That we could have done this. What if it was Amityville 2010?
Ooh, that's even
Right.
worse.
It was
I
I
Ryan
haven't
Reynolds.
seen that.
You haven't
even
seen that
worse,
one
man.
yet?
Oh, is
You
that
think
the
it was
is
worse
that the
than original?
remake?
Come
It's the
on.
remake.
That's the
Yeah,
Ryan
with
Reynolds.
Ryan
Oh, okay.
Reynolds.
Listen,
Like,
That's
it was-
real
I did see
bad.
that.
listen.
Yeah.
The remake wasn't bad,
It wasn't bad,
but I think the
but
original
it doesn't top the original.
Yeah, I agree. So the chat, it looks like everyone voted for Amityville to leave, and they are correct.
Yeah.
And so the Conjuring wins, baby.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
Number-
like I
my
say,
number one
I
pick.
went to the
oh
whole,
yeah,
you
E,
know,
listen to you. And now, I'm gonna hear this all for good night. My number one
Well,
pick.
don't worry about it.
boy.
Just hit
My
him with
number one pick.
this, which is very interesting because
And you don't stop, sure shot. Go out to the parking lot, and you get in your car and you drive real far and you drive all night, then you see a light.
I mean, yeah. So Conjuring wins, which it was going to be a given. But if Insidious didn't get booted out, it would have been between Insidious and the Conjuring. We
I
all
was
know
surprised Insidious didn't make it further, actually.
I am
this because
too.
it's James Wan's, really, his first. Then it was the Conjuring. So
Yeah.
people,
Yeah.
So
Oh, that's
now
James Wan
Insidious.
too.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yes.
That was
Yeah.
what
And it's
I
a
wanted
great
him to
movie.
be a director of Nightmare on Elm Street because it felt like a nightmare film.
It did.
Interesting.
I
And
actually
then he did the
prefer it
Conjuring.
to The Conjuring.
Yeah.
Well, I've kind of gone back and forth on the two of them, and the thing that always brings me back to The Conjuring, and I love Insidious. Don't get me wrong, and Insidious has a certain type of atmosphere that I do sometimes prefer, and I love Lynn Shay in
Mhm.
Insidious, the godmother of horror. But I always go back to Patrick and Vera for The Conjuring. Like they're just so good together, and that's the thing that always just takes it a little bit beyond Insidious for me. But I love both. I truly do.
Patrick
truly
and
do.
Rose Bryan are good too. See, we could have had the battle of the Patricks.
That's true
But
too.
Patrick
I
and
do.
Vera, they do have more chemistry.
Yeah, and I mean, of course, and in the story, it's meant to show that more. You know what I mean? So like, it's not a fair comparison in a way, because like in Insidious, you've got those two that are, they love each other, but they're dealing with issues. Basically him being so withdrawn because he doesn't know about his past, right? And of course, we find out about it. But no, him and Rose were great in Insidious. But man, I'm telling you, this was close, man. This was crazy. This was fun, man.
It was so
good.
fun.
That was great.
Oh my god, that was fun, man.
Woohoo!
So
You gotta
Conjuring
do
watch
like a
party.
part 2. Yeah, definitely a watch party, but a part 2.
Because I don't want to watch it by myself. I want to watch it in a watch party.
Oh yeah,
Conjuring?
definitely.
Oh
Conjuring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Maybe you know what we're planning on doing. Maybe that or lavender.
You know what? There you go.
Conjuring
There
or
you go.
lavender.
Oh, sweet goodness.
Could be a next Friday morning lavender party. And we're not
Hey,
talking about soap.
Nope. That
Yes.
smell good stuff.
Oh,
I should have
God.
went with Beetlejuice.
Oh no.
I love
should've-
Beetlejuice.
Yeah, I should have went because that was one of my. It's like, Big Trouble in Little China for fun or Beetlejuice, but Beetlejuice is so good. It's like, no, that's everybody knows it. That's like,
Hey, look, I gotta admit though, when Sarah called you out on that, Mr. Big Trouble in
I've been just saying, have
It
fun.
was awesome.
Trying to tell me
Oh.
Sixth Sense isn't horror.
Really
Oh,
ain't.
Lord.
I mean, I never got scared in it, and it never really creeped me out. It's like, okay, and like I said, I think with the Sixth Sense, it is a good movie, it really is. But that end, just like, okay, that took it from me. You just,
I've
it's like,
always thought of it as like psychological thriller more than horror.
Yes.
yeah,
too.
I mean, and M. Shyamalan, whatever his name, he just wants to be an R.L. Stein because R.L. Stein does the whole big twist reveal thing.
Yeah.
I mean, my favorite one he did was Signs. That was one of my
That was
favorites
good.
that he did.
I would
yeah.
say he's had like 3 hits, and then after that, not so
Except Unbreakable
many
and that, and Split. Those was good.
Unbreakable.
Yeah, Unbreakable
Split was
so good.
great.
Yeah.
Yep. Agreed.
But
I like the visit too. I thought
Yeah.
that was
Yes, that was a good return to form for him. I was so
It
happy
was.
that was good because he needed a win because he had been in the dirt for a little while.
See, I love
Um,
Devil, but people
Devil?
Yes.
haven't watched that one a lot.
I actually just
Yeah.
watched that about a month ago, Sarah. I never had
You
seen
did?
it before. I watched The Devil finally, yes.
Okay.
And I really enjoyed the movie. I thought that was a pretty
Yes.
good movie.
I've
I
never
keep
seen
telling
it.
Coriander. I keep telling
Yeah.
Coriander about it, but we haven't watched it yet. We'll have to do. Maybe we have to do that as a watch party. 'cause
Y'all
that
haven't
was
seen it,
good.
either one of you?
I
haven't
haven't,
seen
but I
it.
keep.
Oh.
I haven't.
I've told her about it a bunch of times, but we've never, so we might have to do that as a
Okay.
watch party, man.
We should
It's
throw that on our
good.
list, our short
We're
list.
gonna have a long
Ooh,
Lavender,
That's
Yeah.
a good point.
The
Lavender,
Devil,
Devil,
Conjuring.
Conjuring.
Yeah,
Those should be our next three.
There
Honestly.
you go. I like
If you
it.
guys want, of course.
it's
Yep.
fine with me because I'll watch anyway. 'Cause like I say, I think Lavender's actually gonna be good, and it's gonna be inside joke, and it's gonna be funny.
It's gonna, dude.
I
We're
like
gonna be.
It's gonna be.
We're
fun.
gonna
It's
be
like, damn it.
talking about that forever. Nobody, only the people that have been here tonight are gonna know or watch
Yeah.
the replay because we're gonna be like raving about it, but also laughing because
It was the
I gotta
first-
see if
first
there's
one out.
lavender emoji.
Totally. Because a month from now, after we've
Right.
seen it by then, and
Yeah.
I say, "Have you seen a movie Lavender?" We're all gonna laugh.
laugh.
'Cause we're all,
Yeah.
we're all
You mean
gonna
the
know joke.
14th one that got out, and it was the first in
14th
our heart?
People
Most
in the chat.
unanimous pick in history.
I mean, people in the chat were laughing at it. They hadn't even seen the movie. I'm like, are you
Didn't
kidding me?
believe.
People doing LOL Lavender. I'm like, are you serious, guys?
Poor
At least
Steven.
watch the movie first.
It's a ghost that smells good. Like he's here.
My
I
stomach
can
is
smell
hurting.
him.
This is messed up. This is
There
bad.
we go. We got
So.
some lavenders in the chat.
Hey.
Oh my god.
All
Yeah,
right.
we do. You're all right.
There we
Sarah.
go,
You're all
Sarah.
right. Oh my god. This was a blast, guys. This was a hilarious stuff, man. Oh my god. My stomach is killing me. SSH,
Yeah.
what's up in the chat? Talking about the Changeling. Again, someone else, Ginger Ninja mentioned it as well. The Changeling is an underrated, underappreciated old school ghost story. Check it out, starring the late great George C. Scott. It's awesome. It's awesome. in my
Nev
opinion.
Campbell's favorite scary movie.
There you go. Exactly, Stephen.
Sure is.
Exactly. It is
Yeah,
so
I was
good.
surprised the Haunting Mansion didn't make the list.
Someone in the chat mentioned would that count? I don't know.
If it
who
has a
said
ghost in it, apparently it's
One of my honorable
paranormal.
mentions was The
Wow.
Haunting, but I wasn't sure if
That was a good
people
one.
liked it. It was like Owen Wilson, Catherine Zeta-Jones.
And Lily Taylor, who was in The Conjuring.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
Huh.
She's great. I enjoy. She's a great act. I like her way that she portrays her roles. She just has a authenticness to her. She's really good.
yeah.
Mhm.
Hey Jennifer, good to see you. Hope you're doing
Hello.
good. Jennifer,
Hey, Jennifer.
you have missed some laughs. You got to check
Oh,
this
yeah.
replay out. This has been funny as hell. Oh my
Picking
God.
on me. That's all they ever do. That's why they invited me. That we're gonna pick on JT.
No,
Because I picked
no.
Big Trouble. Because I'm trying to have fun and it's just warm this whole place up. They're like, that's not even paranormal. Get the
look,
hell out of here, kid.
When he said it, hey, look, when he said it, the thought of my mind is like, what? Big Trouble. But when you explained it, I get
Yeah.
where you were coming from, because it does blur the lines. That's what makes it such a fun Carpenter film, is because he did so many things in one movie. But
I wanted to double
Yeah.
take. I wanted wait, what did he just say? I kind of got it.
If
like,
you had
wait.
actually picked Ghost, I might
Yeah.
have put that farther ahead. I might
Yeah.
have let it slide.
Yeah,
maybe, yeah, me too, probably. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, but the only scary part
No,
on it was,
compared to
like,
the other
demons.
ones.
Yeah.
Compared to Big
No.
Trouble in Little China,
Yeah, I
Compared
think
to
maybe
Left.
one more round, maybe
One
two
more
rounds.
round.
One more, yeah,
Dude.
maybe.
no.
Anyway.
Coriander's
Next
like,
time,
no.
we do this. I gotta invite some Kurt Russell fans to break because I know they'll have my backs. Like, yeah, Kurt Russell. I mean, I'll put
I
up
had your back, man.
JT,
I had
Guardians of
it.
the Galaxy too.
JT's like, Big Trouble is better than The Conjuring
Everybody.
as a horror movie.
Everything, because it makes me laugh, makes me feel good. I don't scared. I want to shit all over myself. That's the movie.
Wow.
Wow. What is
Wow.
going on?
And
Oh,
there it
my
is. I
sweet
made
God.
Stephen raise his eyebrows. You know you did
Yeah,
so good when
man.
you're like,
And you made him say, wow.
wow.
Ready for that.
Wow. Stephen,
I shouldn't take showers after a scary
Oh,
movie.
Oh my god.
oh
Hey,
Oh
man.
real
my,
quick,
lavender.
Hey, scary
Jennifer-
movie 2 could have made the
Right.
list.
Jennifer, you got to let us know what you think of the replay when you check out the replay. Seriously.
Yeah.
And Val, thank you for putting the links in for JT's channel and also for Steven's channel. As always, you guys know the rules. If you're here and you haven't been subscribed to our friends that are on the panel with us, make sure you do that. Go to their channel, check them out. You won't be disappointed, and help support them as well. That's very important to us here, that you support our friends. And Steven and JT are just awesome creators as well as good friends. So
Thank you,
brother.
yeah,
I try.
absolutely. Yeah. Speaking of which, how,
Yes, sir.
how about real quick, JT, let folks know what you got coming up on your channel if you'd like to share that, and then we'll go to Steven.
Well, we're gonna make lavender soap. That's what we're gonna.
Oh,
He's gonna go with that for a long time.
oh,
is
yeah,
it going to
baby,
be
till we watch it.
antibacterial?
Yeah, until we watch it. No, so here in a little bit, members only, shooting some shit. We're just gonna talk about whatever. Probably lavender, probably Big Trouble in Little China should have been higher. I'm sure that's probably gonna come up because a few of my members are in the chat. After that, tomorrow at I believe 5:00 Eastern PM. Tomorrow I'll be hopefully finishing the Freddy Krueger print, painting it, and the Jason is gonna. That's the Jason giveaway, the Jason Voorhees. So everybody who's a member, but
Nice.
it's already a deadline. So if you join now, it doesn't count because I cut it off Friday. But I'll be printing hand bust on my new resin printer. So
Nice.
that one, and then I'm gonna go ahead and say it if I can say this. So the March giveaway is a surprise because you're going to pick out the ghost face or the Mocker House, or because my members are here, the bust of 1996 Officer Dewey. That's going to be the choices for our March giveaway.
Oh, wow.
Craven's going to probably vote for Dewey because he's going to have 2 of the 3.
Dewey is right.
Yeah,
so,
that's cool,
yeah.
man.
So there's a
Heck
little,
yeah.
but that's what I got planned going on. So, yeah.
Very, very cool. Awesome stuff. How about you, Steven?
Yeah, so my next planned stream right now is Monday night, the 8th.
All right.
8 p.m. Central. I'll be having a special guest interviewing. Wow. Okay, you ever been in the middle of a conversation and you blanked out?
All the time for me, man.
dude.
All the friggin' time.
Okay. You can't. I got it now. So 8:00 on Monday, interviewing Sean Deppner, who is a cast member of It's a Wonderful Knife. He played the character Buck Waters, which was Justin Long's brother, the mayor's brother in the movie. So we get to see the tale of 2 Bucks, the OnlyFans Buck, and we get to see Sheriff Buck. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. So
Yes.
he'll be on. We're going to talk about his experience playing the role of Buck Waters and making the movie in general. So I'm very excited to have him on. So I hope you guys will all be there 8:00 Central next Monday, the 8th. This coming Monday.
Very, very cool, man. And he was a good, like I said to you when we were talking about it offline, I liked his character. He was one of those people that stand out. You know what I mean? Like as soon as you said who he was, I was like, yeah, I know who you're talking about. So that'll be really cool.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Very, very cool. Awesome stuff. Well, again, guys, if you are here or if you're watching the replay, obviously, if you've been around, you've seen these guys in many of our streams and so forth, because we like to hang out with them. And also, just to say, like we were just mentioning, especially with JT, think about being a channel member as well. I'm a channel member of both of these guys, and I'm only a channel member of 4 channels, and these are 2 of those 4.
Right.
So,
Same here.
One of them.
so I'm just saying.
That's right.
Wow.
That's all I gotta say. That
Yeah.
hopefully that holds weight for you guys that are watching. So, but definitely think about supporting them like that, because the thing about it is, and we've talked about, the 3 of us have talked about this before, but we love doing what we do, but having the engagement with the audience, creating friendships, creating community, that's a very special thing. And when we're able to give back to you guys, whether it be with these amazing art pieces that JT is doing, or if it's events like Steven does, or interviews and with special people from the horror community, from the filmmaking community, we love doing it, and so that's what we try to give back to you guys and try to be consistent be patient, and try to give you guys quality content. So anyways, if you're able to support them, please do, because they really deserve it. So
Thanks, buddy.
Right.
As do you, my friend.
I finally got to use that. I never got to use. Thanks, buddy.
Shout out to the bearded one.
I was going to say, Eric's going to charge you a kind of copyright charge on that one.
Right. Hey, look at Man. Man said I'm a night watcher, Cravenite, and Sporker. There you go.
The last one sounds kind of dirty.
Well, it does. Like Sporker? Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
When you don't think you belong like a spork, you belong to us.
I'm with you, buddy. I'm a sporker too.
Yep. I am too, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Of the
guys. Well, look,
Sporker?
We're all sporking.
Yeah, I'll
Or
spork.
no, we're all
Hey.
sporkers.
she gets
You know,
caught up on
forking
those
leads to
things,
sporking.
man. Jeez.
Ooh,
So look,
boy.
let me just say, first of all, this was a lot of fun, guys.
Oh, yeah.
It really, really
Yeah.
was.
It
And
was.
so thank you guys so much for doing this with us. And like we said early in the stream, we've been talking, Coriander and I've been talking about, streaming more on Fridays and making it, more of a regular type of thing. And Sarah and JT and obviously Steven, I know your schedule sometimes can be interesting on Fridays, but the
Yes.
door is always open for you anytime you want to come in.
Mhm.
You don't even have to ask. But I must say, I'm really excited about us getting together, on a hopefully somewhat regular basis and having some real fun. Because tonight, man, I got some clips I already got written. I was like, we got some good clips for some fun moments. Seriously, this has been a blast.
So fun.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
I'm glad.
Yeah. They say, man,
glad.
thank you for the invite. I'm like Fridays and Saturdays, Craven knows, but I'm always open. Just send me an invite. It's like
There you
I'm
go.
always available. So,
All right. Well,
Nice.
hey, well, I'm going to say it right now. Next Friday, we'll get together again. I'll obviously be messaging you guys and all that type of stuff, but we're going to try to do this thing next Friday as well. So for you guys in the chat, keep your eyes and ears open for next Friday, because these guys are a blast and we'll be back to do something really fun. So leave a comment. Make sure you like the stream. We'd appreciate it. Check out JT's channel. Check out Steven's channel. And we will catch you guys next time. If you're watching this, if you're listening to this, you are the Night Watch. Peace.
Peace.
Church.
Lavender, baby.